Well, hello, welcome everyone. So now we're here finally at session 3 of Murderworld: A Time Forgot, and we're going to be continuing from the last spot that we were at. As you will remember, we had Jungle Spider, which was the villain in the LMD that you guys had to basically face, and you were able to defeat. So that's good. And unfortunately, when you defeated him, he actually exploded for some damage on you. That was the kind of kicker that Arcade wanted to kind of add to that. So in that case, we're now going to be looking at the following. So now that he's down and basically is now in pieces everywhere, you see a sign, another holographic sign that points to a jungle trail that indicates for you to move along that area. Is there anything you wish to do before you begin your trek?
Could I do a just general vigilance check, like not really looking for anything in particular, but if sort of with Daredevil, if there's something worth spotting, there's a good chance he'd get it.
Sure.
All right, and 2 edges for heightened senses 2. If I can just find my character sheet. There we go. All right. And ooh, I might. Okay, yeah, I was looking like maybe a 616 for a second, which is not the best place to get a 616, certainly.
Oh my god.
Well, basically, what you pick up from that is that everything seems to be quiet around you. There's no other dangers that you seem to perceive at this time. So pretty much it looks like this is one of those moments between commercials, probably is the best way you could put it with Arcade. So at this point, pretty much, yeah, there's no perceivement of danger anywhere yet.
And along with the usual checking for traps, this is kind of a given as we go, that Natasha is also looking for the escape hatches, looking for the patches of jungle that are clearly a hologram where there's a wall behind it. You know, we can kind of like hand wave gloss over, but just in general, she's kind of looking for that. And of course, she's paying particular attention to Laura to some extent, but also especially to Matt, because knowing him as well as she does, like if anybody's going to pick up the secret doors or the strange noises that indicate wiring, Matt's absolutely going to pick up on that. So yeah, so that's kind of the method of the madness as we trudge along and trek along. Yes.
Yeah, you've been pretty careful, even with Daredevil senses, who could perceive a little bit better. You see that about the only technological devices in the area would be the speakers hidden in the trees and such. Yeah, you think maybe it's more natural out here. And basically, he's just pointing you to his next objective with you. But like I was mentioning, if there's anything that as your players that you want to do, like recovery checks or anything before you continue with using karma or any such thing, let me know now. Otherwise, I'm assuming you'll want to start taking the trip.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just going to ask for a reminder about the damage that the jungle spider caused from exploding. Who did it happen to, and how much was it?
Okay, so looking at where you're at right now, it was a ×2 multiplier that went off on it. And and basically everyone within 2 spaces of him were the ones who were hit.
All right, so I probably took some, but I guess I don't remember what that what the damage was.
Indicated on your character.
No, I must have signed off there before. I see,
Your token might have it. If you click on it, you should see it.
and it was physical damage, right? Like health damage,
is
not
correct.
focus damage. Yeah.
That is correct.
No, I only see that I took 1 point of damage. I don't know. I can't imagine that that was it. Although I guess technically it's possible because I have
Well,
a
you
a
have healing
DR1.
factor.
Yeah,
you-
that's probably what it is. It was probably DR1 plus then the healing factor at the end that gave me three points of recovery. Okay, that sounds like it could have worked. Like I probably did record it.
Correct.
And about how many minutes did it take us to get from the original dinosaur race to this area? I'm just trying to guess how long it might be before we reach the next possible encounter.
You with the amount of time you calculated, maybe about half an hour was about the time
Oh,
it
okay.
took you to get here.
All right, so with healing factor, I only need about a minute to get up to max, so that's good news.
Pretty much. So if you want to wait it out, you can. Of course, you don't know what would happen in that time. You want to wait out the rest to see how long it would take before something occurs, or are you guys going to move?
Yeah, I mean, it would, I just did the math, it would take 51 seconds or so for me to get up to max. So I think by the time we all gather together, check in on each other and talk about our next steps, I think we'll be okay.
Okay, not a problem. Yeah, those of you with healing factor can take advantage of that and basically get yourselves healed up.
Yeah, but other than that, I
Anyway.
say let's keep going. I don't want to give Arcade any more time to plan and adjust.
No.
That is correct. You see
That
that the moment
even if it weren't for Arcade spending more time in the Savage Land than necessary.
Right, so you see that as you guys begin to go on, at that point, you hear the following around you from the speakers. All right, you begin to move. You guys were able to hear the audience clapping?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. All right, so this is more going to be a somewhat theater of the mind aspect on this.
Mhm.
So as you take the trail, you see that after several minutes of following the winding trail towards a ravine, you hear a metallic clang, and a creature's roar echo through the air. As you round the bend, you see the path ahead has fallen away to reveal a series of large metal pits that look like they were built to catch you unaware, but have been inadvertently triggered by an unexpected intruder. And at that point, you hear the following. An ankylosaurus, just over 20 feet long and weighing over 6 tons, is trapped in a steel net suspended midway down a pit that's approximately 40 foot square, 50 feet deep, with a series of massive spikes at the bottom. Arcade's voice crackles over a hidden loudspeaker. I spent hundreds of millions of dollars on decor and deadly traps, and one stupid dinosaur makes a mess out of it. Look, just walk around. The trap will take care of it. I've got a message from our sponsors playing right now, so our live stream audience won't see this little mess. The confused ankylosaurus snarls and thrashes around, trying to break free from the net and pulley system, keeping it dangling over the spikes. But even if it's able to break free, it'll plummet to its doom unless you help it escape. What do you want to do?
Could I do a vigilance check first to make sure that this is not another robot full of explosives?
Sure. No, you assess the situation exactly as you see it.
All right, smell of a large herbivore dinosaur, probably not easy to mistake for anything
Oh,
else.
yeah.
Daredevil's
Oh, yeah.
like, yep, it's all right.
Overwhelming
Before we do
smell.
anything else, this thing's real. There might be booby traps in and around it, but I don't think the animal itself is a booby trap.
And about how big is this thing? About the size of a bus, bigger, smaller?
Yeah, you pretty much think this thing probably weighs in the somewhat around maybe several tons for sure.
Okay. I was using the bus unit of measurement because for Mighty 2, it says
He
the
is
character
big.
can lift the bus. So if it's
Yes.
bigger than a bus, I would say no.
He
If
is-
it's bus,
Yeah, he is considered huge, if that's what you're asking.
okay.
Well, okay, so then, all right, so then that's up with the plan that she's thinking. Okay, Jessica, you can Jessica, I'm thinking you can fly under and hold up our dino friend. Let's out, and you can put the dino safely back on solid ground.
Yeah, does it seem like with whatever it's hanging from, does it seem like there's enough slack for me to kind of like get under it and swing it over
You're thinking-
away from the pit?
Yeah,
And Laura
from
can
what you-
slash. So
Well, you can see that it's kind of like on a pulley system, like I was mentioning before.
Mhm.
But it looks like as if with some joint effort from the group, if you pull up both ends of the net while bracing the progress with the pulleys, it might require, you could do it with 2 heroes that have mighty, or everybody in the group attempting a collective action check. But each hero will need at least a target number of 12 to achieve any kind of success.
Okay.
Now
And do you think-
you also notice that if you begin to approach it, it begins getting nervous.
all right. Well, I think Wolverine would probably want to come over and kind of soothe it as best as she could.
All right, give me a agility action check, please. Non-combat. Okay, perfect. Oh yeah, you get up to it and it has no problem whatsoever. It doesn't get spooked in any way. So you're good. You definitely
All right.
move up to it and it doesn't get spooked.
All right. Nobody else has mighty, right? I'm the only one.
Pretty much. Maybe
But it could
Laura
also-
has. Maybe Laura's
Mm.
got Mighty One. I forget.
No, she
No.
just has she just has the reinforced skeleton. That's it.
Nope. Okay.
Do you
Or,
think
like
we
I
could?
said, it could be more than 2 heroes with mighty, or it could be multiple heroes attempting it. But like I said, it would
Right.
take your joint effort from everybody
Right.
doing this, and you
right.
would need a target number of 12 for that if you want to do that.
And what kind of check? Melee?
It would be a melee attempt. Yes.
All right. You know what? If Jessica needs some backing to brace the dino while we try to get the dino out, yeah, we're in a. We'll lend hands.
Right. I'm gonna make mine not non-combat, I assume, right?
For the action check,
Yeah.
no, the action check you can do with non-combat.
Okay.
It's not an attack.
All right. Looks like we were all successful. That's
Nice.
pretty nice.
Good rolls.
Yes. Yeah, sort of just
Nice.
barely, but enough.
Yes. All right. So basically, now you guys have been able to pull up both ends of the net while bracing the pulleys on there as a collective success. But now it's going to require the following. You're going to now have to try to lift the dinosaur out of the pit somewhat, moving it across, and that will require 2 consecutive attempts. Okay.
All right.
So in other words, you have the first one. Now you have to make a second.
Okay.
And do you think would it be possible could Daredevil, sort of with the way these pulleys are, could he try to use the line of the billy clubs as sort of like a counter pulley kind of a thing to see if maybe that would help us out here in any way?
The problem with that is it would require a hero with mighty to make a
Okay,
difference. on that.
yeah. So the sheer mass of the creature it sort of
Right.
makes it a moot point. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. We'll give it another go.
Yep.
Here we go.
All right.
Ooh, just barely. Saw that one there and I was worried, but
Oh.
Just need 2 more results.
Okay.
Oh.
Now it begins to slip from you as you're doing that, but you can either do a karma or somebody can help you out. That's for Wolverine.
I'll try to is there a way I could kind of fly over there quickly and give Laura?
Well, you can do a help teammate to kind of alleviate the weight from her.
Right,
and
yeah,
kinda
but
take
I
the
meant
weight
just for
yourself.
flavor wise, I could like zip over
Right.
there and kind of help
Yeah.
out. Okay, then yeah, I'll use a
You know what?
combat bonus as a reaction.
I got
I didn't catch
Wolverine,
that.
go ahead.
I was going to say, I got a fantastic on my check if I want to use it.
Yes. Okay. So on that, it'll give you an edge. Go ahead, Laura.
Okay. All right.
An edge without anybody doing the help teammate. Okay. There we go.
Nice.
All right. You made the 2 attempts. You were able to swing it over out of the pit. And at that point, you can now free it from the net. Is that
Laura,
what you
that's
do?
all you.
All right. So I approach it carefully and wiping the sweat from my brow from barely being able to to help, and I start to kind of cut open the net with my claws after continuing to soothe the dinosaur. All right. And what should I roll for that?
Nothing at all.
Nothing? Okay,
Basically,
perfect.
you're going to free it all. But then
Mhm.
you hear this from the sides, of course. And then you free it. And at that point, you see that it wiggles out of the net, shakes off the last of the metal net, moves in a circle a bit like a happy dog, kind of shakes around, and then clambers over the rocks back into the jungle at this point. And with that,
I was hoping that it would be
All of
indebted
you?
to me and want to be my friend for the rest of the episode.
well, because you stayed to help it, and you did it without, even though Arcade told you not to, you all get a karma. So you're all
Oh, that's
getting a
nice.
karma point right now.
Very cool.
Yes.
Take that, Arcade.
Creature. That's right. Okay, and with that, you notice the trail continues on the other end of the pits.
Kindness really is its own reward.
Karma is also a good reward.
Karma's a good reward too for
Well,
kindness.
Even, you know what? Even I, in all of my spycraft, I can't argue that one. Besides, a little bit of a ruined day is the least I owe Arcade right now.
All right, let's plow forward.
Let's.
That's to show the collective efforts he was doing to help. Also, because Captain America also helped.
Hey, I forgot he was here. He could have helped. He
Yeah,
could
we
have
do.
given us a mighty.
Well,
Actually, he tells you that he's been feeling weakened by whatever it was that was done to him. says he doesn't feel at full force for some reason, and he's not sure why.
Interesting. And does
Well, you
this
know what,
feel like
then?
any external injuries or anything?
Oh yeah, you notice he's all cut up. His costume's cut. Looks like he's got blood on certain areas of where he was hit. So
Okay.
yeah, he looks beat up.
Well,
Right.
we'll see what we can do about bandaging you up later, Steve. Right now, why don't you tell yourself what you would tell any of us in the same position?
Oh, for sure. He says, let's trudge on. We have people to save at the end of this. Our own people that were taken by Arcade. We all have loved ones that we have to get to. We have to persevere, and we have to be able to continue and fight this fight. That's pretty much what he tells you, and then he tells you this.
Yeah,
Of course,
loved ones.
He says this.
Patience.
Sometimes
Sometimes patience is the key to victory.
Sometimes it
Sometimes
leads
it leads
to
to very little.
And it seems like
And
it's not worth
it's
it.
not worth it.
And you wonder,
And you wonder
why you waited,
why you waited so long for something so disappointing.
Right. That you guys continue on your way. All right. So just to let you know, as you go over the trail, you notice that making your way down a winding path on this trail into a deep ravine. Some time passes. Everyone can now attribute to themselves, let's say, about 2 hours of walking the trail. So you can recover karma and focus for 2 hours worth, which is your rank, of course. So double your rank. Those of you with healing factor, of course, are already fully healed, so you don't need to worry about that. You can make the corrections on your tokens now for that. Okay, now continuing. You're following that trail, and a series of green glowing neon arrows direct you forward until you see a large cave open. Inside the cave, you're surprised to see a warm light pouring out from a modern looking spa facility. And at that point, I'm now going to move you to that aspect. Here we go. You see yourselves there?
Yes.
Yes.
I see my token, but I just see all black. Is that what everyone else is saying?
No, I'm seeing part of it lit up, which I
Oh.
assume is by design.
I am only seeing black. Maybe I'm like in a wall or something.
If you're seeing the token, you should be seeing the stuff that's colored in, because our tokens are in a part that I can see.
Nope. I can move my token, but it's all black.
Let's try this. Give me a second on your token. And you're saying you don't see anything with it, right?
Yeah. I can just refresh, see if that, oh no, now I do. Whatever you did then just works.
Oh yeah. There you go. There.
It lit up more though. I don't know if you intended to light up more.
Yes, I did. That's
Okay,
what
cool.
I figured was going to be the issue.
Yeah.
So I'll continue with the box text. There are also comfortable looking beds, shelves full of supplies, large wash basins, a hot tub, fridges stocked with refreshments, The warm light comes from a trio of large glass-encased fireplaces that surround the rest area and a dozen twinkling lanterns hanging from the ceiling. Go ahead and move yourselves in.
All right. Okay.
Oh, this is cool. The dynamic lighting.
Yeah.
By the way, this is one of the maps that are not provided in the adventure.
Right.
Right.
I had to find something equivalent to a spa facility. And I added some images for stuff. So then Arcade's hologram appears, and he smiles broadly as he motions towards the facility. Ah, you've done well to make it this far in one piece. Our streaming numbers are mighty fine, and I want to make sure you all look good and feel fresh for the big finale. So please, enjoy some Arcadian hospitality here at Station M. Relax for now, and I'll see you tomorrow, bright and early. With that, he motions towards a large digital clock readout on the wall that reads 8:30 p.m., and then his hologram vanishes. At this point, what do you wish to do?
And that's when Natasha looks at, like, you know, looks at Jessica and Daredevil. Check for traps.
Yeah,
Check for traps.
Daredevil in his head, he's just thinking of that part in Portal 2, the part where he kills you, where it's like it's gonna be like just a rest and then all the death traps come out. I think he's expecting something like that.
Did these rooms seem like they're keyed to any individual? Like
No,
when we walk
generic.
in, it's generic. Okay.
Yeah,
Here's
pretty generic.
here's something that Daredevil might want to try to do a logic check on. Does this facility look like it's something Arcade is built from scratch, or is it maybe something repurposed? Like
No, you see that. No, you see that this facility looks completely unused. In fact,
Okay.
everything is brand spanking
Right.
new. And of course, it looks very beautiful. There's a lot of different things all you can go up to and look at. You can see refreshment stands and areas for getting food and sandwiches. Like there's supply shelves, there's beds, there's wash basins, the hot tubs, like I mentioned, the fridges, the fireplaces. Any of those you can choose to go up to, and I can tell you what's there.
All right.
So,
as Daredevil's sort of looking around at all of it and sort of the borderline luxury accommodations, I think he's just gonna say, God, it must be nice to be rich. Like Arcade's clearly spending a lot of money on people he's gonna kill. That must tell you how much he's got to work with.
Yeah, I can tell you my Harlem apartment doesn't have a sauna in it. This is crazy.
I mean, he must have sent construction workers to dinosaur-infested jungles in Antarctica. Like, it's not gonna be cheap.
when you're kind of paying at least double or triple for a job like that normally would be,
It's like,
you're going to want to take the job if you're really in desperate need.
well, it's like,
Of course, as long as you're not on his radar, he's going to.
well, and then again, like a little bit of out of for his out of respect for secret identity and keep the voice low for his. Come on, Matt. You know last meals
Yeah,
that
unfortunately, you're breaking up somewhat.
you've seen it yourself.
Yep. Yeah, I think I did catch most of that, but you were sort of catching up. But yeah, the point about last meals sort of standing. I think Daredevil can definitely understand that kind of cruel logic there. Sort of right up Arcade's alley, very on brand.
If you notice, the doors are functional for you to enter into them. Open up the rooms if you wish. The rooms have facilities in them.
Yeah.
Kind of, Now,
Looks
you
like this
notice
is
that
a
you're
nice looking
opening-
bathtub right here.
All right.
Okay, so now that you mentioned that, you notice that the wash basins, there's 8 large wash basins all around that appear to be built out of polished granite with brass faucet fixtures. There appear to be folded washcloths and a pump bottle labeled liquid soap beside each basin. All of it appears to have been recently cleaned. In terms of looking in the rooms and seeing the beds, you see there's 8, like I said, all around other bedrooms, 8 king-size beds that appear to be fitted with high thread count satin sheets and a series of comfy pillows monogrammed with the letter M. All of it looks recently cleaned and well kept.
I think Daredevil's just thinking about the amount of money to send a cleaning crew to dinosaur-infested Antarctica. Like Mary
Right.
Maid is not gonna let that be cheap.
And the monogram was with the letter M.
Yes. For murder.
He said this
I
was
guess M
West
for
Station
murder, yeah.
M, which is implying there's maybe as many as 26 other stations with their own monogrammed pillows.
Well, as I said, you see the beds, you see stuff like that. You also see supply shelves. Let me know if you want to go up to those.
Yeah, actually, let's see if they've got any first aid stuff for Cap.
Okay, well, the supply shelves, you see the simple shelves set into the cave walls appear to be stocked with extra blankets, first aid kits, and fluffy house coats monogrammed with the letter M. All of it seemed well organized and tidy.
All right. Anyone got like first aid or clinician? I always forget exactly which one does which.
You notice Cap is standing there and watching, maintaining a watch on all of you. He's left,
yeah, sort of holding back.
Yeah, he wants to
looking.
make sure that you guys are covered just in case.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that military training, it never really turns off, does it?
Oh, absolutely. You know, you can take the soldier out of the army, but you can't take the army out of the soldier. Those of us who were trained in the Red Room have a similar dynamic.
So yeah, I think Daredevil will sort of go and grab some first aid kits and come over to Cap and sort of offer them to him.
Oh, he accepts it readily.
Yeah, because he's far and away the most beat up person here, right?
Yes. Looks
Okay.
like he's been beat up pretty well. A little bit too bad. So.
All right, so
And he tells you, he says, I do this every day to protect all of you.
yeah. I think now that sort of there does not seem to be an immediate sort of Jack in the Box coming out, so to speak. I think Daredevil will suggest we might as well start resting. Maybe we could set up some sort of system of shifts so that one person's always alert for the inevitable shoe that drops.
He says, you do know I'm going to be taking first watch, correct?
Like we would expect anything less from you.
Yeah, old guy like you got to go to bed early.
Smiles at that.
It's still about 4 or 5 hours from my bedtime, so I can take the middle shift.
He says, of course I have to take the first watch.
Duty call.
And he basically stands here, and now he's got a better view of everywhere, and he says, I'll maintain watch in this area here. Now, some of you have been trekking through the jungle for a while now, since you first got here, plus the fact that you guys were pretty much knocked out, and you don't know how long you've been unconscious for. But definitely your stomachs are growling, you're feeling very thirsty.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh yeah.
When I look through this,
Not a good feeling. Not a good feeling.
if I look through the supplies, what is there in the way of food or drink?
All right, so if you go to the fridges, because that's the supply shelves have just mundane first aid kits and stuff. You see there are 3 glass stored fridges that appear to be stocked with cans of soda, bottles of juice, and non-alcoholic beer, along with pre-made sandwiches. A selection of roast beef, chicken salad, egg salad, or peanut butter and jelly. According to stickers on the side of each sandwich pack, they appear to be freshly made today.
I look behind the non-alcoholic beer, hoping for a bottle of Jack somewhere
Arcade's
Go
not
with-
going to be that merciful.
to go with that soda.
Yeah, you think maybe the reason he did that is because he doesn't want you drunk when he kills you. He wants you to know what's happening to you.
Right, that'd take the fun out of it for him, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, you go ahead and look, and you don't see any alcoholic drinks of any kind. Just what I
This
mentioned.
just
Um,
keeps getting worse.
would you like to take some sandwiches? And if so, how many sandwiches are you taking out of the fridge?
I think Daredevil's going to take 1. His goal is sort of
Anyone in
bare minimum
particular?
blood sugar, basically, sort of just enough to get through the day and sort of minimizing risk of sort of whatever it is Arcade might be planning. But I don't think he also wants to face on whatever Arcade has on a completely empty stomach. I think he's sort of Daredevil's definitely a burn the candles at both ends kind of guy. So I think sort of the bare minimum there.
Oh yeah,
So
and
which one do you want to take? You started saying-
Remind me which flavors they were again.
So the following were in there: roast beef, chicken salad, egg salad, peanut butter and jelly.
I think Daredevil's going to take peanut butter and jelly because there's maybe only so much you could do to peanut butter and jelly.
Can I? Jessica has trust issues, to say the least.
oh, of course.
Can I just pick one up and just sniff it, kind of open it up, look inside?
Sure. Which one
kind
in
of-
particular?
I guess the roast beef.
Yeah, I might have
All right,
Daredevil
so-
do a vigilance on the peanut
So
butter
you're-
one, just see if he can smell any poison or something.
And you see that when you start to do that, both of you hear around you. Okay. Go ahead. Make your rolls.
Jeez. Vigilance, I assume.
Remember non-combat, guys.
Edge.
All right.
So 16 with the edge for investigation.
Yeah, not a problem. You're checking it out. Smell it. Smells about right. Everything else seems to be fine. The texture of the date that it said it was freshly made, it seems like as if, yeah, every indication. I mean, how many times have you made lunch for Luke and your daughter? So definitely you can tell this is a fresh sandwich.
All right. I'll begrudgingly eat it.
As you take
Yeah,
a
same.
bite into it, you hear. And you see it tastes right. Good taste. Doesn't seem to have
Yeah,
any kind of
and
aftertaste or anything when you eat it.
I'll look to the others and I'll say, I don't know if those reactions are any clue, but maybe some of these are good to eat and some of them aren't. So I don't know if that means that all the roast beefs are safe, but I don't feel bad yet. I don't know. If you're hungry, maybe try the roast beef.
All
Maddie,
right.
how about you? Does the peanut butter and jelly taste okay? Have you had it yet?
So are
He's
you
off.
picking out more sandwiches?
I'm
that
picturing picturing Matt going, Amber.
Yeah.
Like,
Well-
any milk?
Well,
Even
the
though
thing about Matt is he knows sign language, so not going to be a problem there after.
Especially with the OK sign being universal sign language,
right.
and similar to, and the fact that the fact that we have both Matt and Laura present, like between the two of them, that they would pick up on poisoned food very well. So after they've had that little bit of time to check for traps on their end, that's when Natasha can nosh on chicken salad, similar to what Brennan was talking about with Daredevil. Like,
Sure.
Natasha has been in all of those spycraft missions, trudging through the forests of Eastern Europe in the dead of winter, and having to live off of the berries or whatever. Know how to do minimal noshing to keep yourself to keep yourself battle ready.
Right. And all the food stuff for the fridges and stuff is here where I'm paying.
Yeah.
So you can see. Also, the cans of soda are here also. So you have that selection there. And then everything else is open rooms to go into rest if you need to. Cap basically goes over to Daredevil and he says, can you help me out with bandaging up my arm here, if you don't mind? Passes you the first aid kit. Matt? Daredevil?
Oh, yep. Sorry. What was that?
He comes over and he says, would you help bandage my arm, please?
Sure. And that's going to be like a logic check, right?
Yeah, basically it'll be that. But let me ask you, when you grab the first aid kit, how are you opening it?
Carefully, I guess.
In his face, like this.
Yeah. I mean, could I do a radar sense, see if I can sort of, if I shake it and sort of hear what's inside, could I maybe try to deduce what's in there?
If that's what you want to do.
Yeah, all right, well.
Okay, you shake it and you hear things thrashing around in there.
All right.
Nothing seems to explode, and then you hear
These guys are gonna watch us sleep, aren't they? Ugh, it's gross.
It's also, I'm thinking Daredevil's starting to think it's like, okay, I'm
kind of like a reality show,
senses, looking around all this stuff, and it is all fairly benign. So I do think he's going to go ahead, just sort of basically just flip open the little tab and open it. And unless anything happens, he'll start trying to
notice as you do that, and you're kind of like shaking it and everything else. Cap kind of looks at you and he says, everything okay?
Daredevil says yes, probably starting to get a little bit paranoid, but this is like with Arcade, is it a bluff or a double bluff? Like, how are you ever going to tell?
Don't let that man do that to you.
That's probably a good thing to keep in mind. People like him, this is sort of how they want you to think, isn't it?
That's right. And in fact,
let's go get this son of a bitch.
Language.
It says that's right.
With him, when it comes to Arcade, all of his robots and booby traps are only half of what he does. Half is complete mind game.
All right, so go and give me the logic check.
His skin. He doesn't.
Daredevil can give me the logic check.
Yes. And again, I don't think I've got anything on
Wow,
my
he
sheet
goes,
that.
he
Ooh,
goes, hey, there,
all
you
right,
got
low
it.
but
Oh,
fantastic.
wow.
Interesting.
He says fantastic. I can feel that. It's tight and well wrapped. Thank you.
Yeah, I've had to do a lot of
I was about to
self-first
ask
aid
you
in my
that.
own apartment.
And he says you did such a great job.
Yeah, the trick is if you get in your bathtub first, you don't get blood stains all over your furniture as you start doing it. Learned that the hard way. Worst thing is I had to have someone else point them out to me. I didn't notice for weeks. Hard to explain to guests why your couch has tons and tons of blood stains. That's an awkward conversation.
Oh, yes. And then as a joke, he says, well, maybe we should hire the cleaners that Arcade has.
They're not going to be cheap. He's showing off, I think. I think that might be the joke
You
here.
know, when you were a short-term Avenger, maybe you should have checked out the benefits of being an Avenger.
Yeah, I think about that a lot.
Avengers
I'm not
credit
gonna
card.
lie.
He says, all right, gentlemen. He says, and ladies, I think we need to concern ourselves with getting some rest now. We need to be up and bright and early before we don't know what kind of surprises Arcade's going to throw at us.
All right, let's get some rest.
Yep. Might as well.
Right.
I mean, because if he's gonna trap us, he's gonna try to trap us, and we might as well try to get up on some rest ahead of time. So, all right, let's see. So, which of these rooms actually had a bed in it? It's these ones up here, I think.
Yeah.
Beds.
Yeah, he says, definitely I'll get my rest afterwards. Whoever's taking second watch later.
Yeah, I'll take second, so wake me up. Actually, I'll probably still be up.
Yeah, I never want to feel what it was like when I went under, in fact.
I went under. The world was at war. I wake up, they say we won. He didn't say we lost.
All right, so at that point, just find yourself an area that has a bed, or if you want to lie on a couch, up to you.
All right. Yeah, let's take a look around. All right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sleep on a couch. I don't feel comfortable sleeping on a bed. I feel like there'd be like a bomb in it or something.
Not a problem. Understood.
Laura polishes off a soda real quick, wipes her mouth, and then just heads over to this bedroom in the top right corner. And she just kind of like sits on the bed, kind of sits on it a little bit heavily to see if the springs are all right, and then she lies down.
Now that you mention that, you see that there's remember there were cotton satin sheets and stuff.
Mhm.
Do you feel like maybe you want to look under the bed or no?
Sure. With my heightened senses, I probably would have smelled something or sensed something kind of that might tip me off to look around. So sure, yeah. Vigilance.
Yes. Thin edge.
There we go.
Nice.
Right. Yeah, you feel pretty safe. There's no boogeyman under the bed.
I just run a finger through it and I notice there's like no dust.
Yeah, you feel very confident that like no expenses were spared to to try to make this place comfortable. You really went full out on this. This would be something you would win in a timeshare or something, you know, when they were opening a new facility. That's the place this would be like. I think if the widow wants to sleep on a hard surface instead of a soft bed.
Well, no, more like no, she is going to go to bed, but she's kind of like doing that little bit of like inner monologue and reflecting, and she's also took note that like Laura took the bedroom to her right, and actually Matt took the one to her left. So she can kind of talk through the wall with low voice, with a little bit of a monologue, and that's kind of her way of having that conversation about what happened to her in San Francisco that made her mad at Arcade. That, you know, she's looking at that pictures of her husband and son. You know, you bastard, Arcade, you Hydra, Snapdragon, you all gave me these false memories, this false life of family, and then you took them from me. And so now I owe it to you to take everything from you, your entire Murderworld operation, your little criminal enterprise, everything. I'm bringing it all
You're saying
crashing
this out
down.
loud a little bit? You're saying it out loud a little bit?
No, so very, very low enough for Matt's super hearing to hear it through the other wall.
Okay. Well, evidently, there seems to be a technological equivalent of it here. And when you finish saying that, you hear this.
It's cold.
Yeah, that is cold. I also think Matt, he hears that, and I think for a moment he thinks about sort of saying something, but I think he sort of recognizes when someone's getting ready to go too far and when they're not. And I think sort of knowing what he knows about Black Widow, she's probably going to go sort of do what's justified, but not much further than that. So I think he sort of decides to sort of let her do this one on her own, I think. But he briefly considers not doing it. So I think he kind of just pretends not to have heard it.
Yeah, you're very familiar with her. I mean, you've known her to be on the edge, and sometimes
and also like
over.
Daredevil's seen people go over the edge, go far over the edge. He knows what that looks like.
He's got himself as a
Nat,
template for that.
And he doesn't think that that's what this is. Like he's seen people who've gone so far that he had to say something and do something. And he doesn't think that Nat's there yet.
The fact that and look at it, and this could also occur to Matt. The fact that she's saying this like at his volume for him, that's deliberate. That is absolutely
right. Like, you know, I've got
deliberate.
You know, anywhere in this room,
there's like because let's just say in all of your experience with Frank Castle, he wouldn't have said nearly as much.
Right. Or even like Elektra or someone like that. Like Matt's like he's had to do interventions, and I think he doesn't think this is going to be one of those. And he's had people have to do interventions.
Let's just say Matt
as well.
Well, right. Matt can kind of pick up the vibe. This is out of respect. This is Natasha granting him a huge courtesy.
Right.
and also, it's not entirely surprising if, you know, Arcade's got the little bit of sensory devices that can still pick up on it and give her a laugh track. Oh yeah, taunt his ass. All right, let's go on.
All right, so at that point, you notice that it's coming to be about 9 o'clock. You guys had
Yep.
enough time to kind of look around for a short time, be able to eat a little something, drink a little something. Been a little paranoid a little bit, but everything seems to be okay so far. And with that, you guys go to sleep.
Yep.
And you begin dreaming each your respective dreams. And you hear, as you guys are beginning to drift off to sleep, you hear Captain America basically talking out loud to you all. And he says, cold air and a campfire. The taste of blood in my mouth. Reminds me of April 24th, 1945. We had to steal every bit of sleep we could before the Battle of Berlin. In those moments when you can't go back and you're afraid to move forward, that's when you find out what really matters. The strength in your gut and the strength of the person next to you. I know things seem bleak right now, my friends, but as long as we have each other and we stick together, we'll see our way through to victory. I promise. As you begin to drift off. All right. At this point, if you are still wounded, give yourselves back 3 hours worth of rest.
Yeah.
Okay. You heard me, Daredevil?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I do apologize. Somewhat ironically, my left ear, for whatever reason, I'm having a little bit of trouble hearing out of it today. So if I miss anything, please let me know.
No problem.
Oh man.
Okay. You made your adjustments? You're good?
Yes.
Okay. So the following happens. As the digital clock readout switches to 12 a.m., a wailing siren erupts. A few moments later, the siren suddenly stops and is replaced by Arcade's booming voice. I told you to kick things off tomorrow, and midnight is technically the next day. So let's go. The fireplaces in the middle of the complex flare even brighter than before, and then all at once, every light in Rest Station M simultaneously cuts out, plunging the entire facility into complete darkness. What are you going to do?
I think Daredevil will do some sort of a vigilance check because he's got the darkness isn't going to be a problem for him to just sort of see if there's anyone there or anything there that wasn't there before.
Now, what I
We didn't notice if it went dark.
No, you were sleeping, and then all of a sudden the wailing wakes you up.
All right.
Yep.
Some of you should already notice that it's dark around you. I think Jessica notices.
Yep.
And Natasha, do you notice if it went dark around you?
Of course.
Okay. Now, those of you that didn't would be Wolverine and Daredevil. You guys should have your senses active and be able to see almost as normal. So at that point, give me a moment. All of you give me a vigilance check.
Not great rolls.
Daredevil, you hear this in the distance. Jessica, you hear this right in front of you. And Widow, you do not hear it. Anything as yet. But this is what you hear, like right in front of you, Jessica, in the dark. But Daredevil also hears this.
All right. Can I instantly just kind of like fly up till my back hits the ceiling? Kind of like press, even if I'm still have a sheet or a blanket on me, just like, actually, I probably won't even go to bed with one on. I was on the couch. So yeah, I just want to fly up, back pressed up against the ceiling and just try and like, is that a dog?
At that point, we're going to go to initiative, all of us.
By the way, I think I rolled a fantastic success. So is there anything special that I was able to notice?
Yes, you actually smell what seems to be a very familiar smell. You pick up what seems to be, you could almost swear it's a Wolverine, but of the male persuasion.
Male Wolverine, huh? So a
The thing is,
musk.
that doesn't narrow it down that much these days. There's still a few viable candidates for that. You've got Logan, you've got Dokken,
Old man Logan.
yeah.
Go ahead and put your numbers in the turn order. I'm giving you guys your.
Come on. Ooh. Come on, really? Come on. There.
Okay. Sort it. Wolverine, you want to click your initiative and put it in on there?
Oh, I have two for some reason. Let me. If you could delete the one with the 0. Yeah, there you go. I must have clicked it twice.
Go. At that point, Black Widow, complete darkness. How are you going to navigate?
Well, okay, so this is where a little bit of memory is going to help. So all of that's going on. And also,
unless you have any kind of heightened senses or any kind of way of maneuvering around here in a certain way, then you're going to have trouble in whatever you're going to attempt to do. Just letting you know, because it's complete darkness.
Well, right. All I'm thinking of doing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to stop at that doorway and basically ready in action, pistol drawn.
Okay, I will have to ask. I know you could go around that, but did you follow the walls?
Yeah, I followed walls.
Okay, then please count the squares going around as your movement. So that would be how you would navigate. And just count, and you could double move if you wish.
Oh, hold up. Wait, hold up. So what was that?
So you started in this square here. Just so that you know, to get to the point where you're at the door,
Right. I
you
started.
would have to,
Yep.
right, you started here in actuality. You would have to go 1,
Yeah.
2,
Oh,
3,
it'd be
4,
double move?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to get
Yep.
to that door. 9 squares to go all the way around, moving along the wall and touching the wall so that you don't run into anything. And then you can open the door. Well, the door's open already, actually.
Then. Yep. Yeah, you know what? That'll work. That'll.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, just like like I said, just basically take up that ready position, right behind the door, with gun drawn. That will be my turn.
Gotcha. Okay, at that point, it's going to move to Daredevil. Daredevil, you can navigate normally in here, so go ahead and do whatever actions you need.
Yeah, I think Daredevil's gonna, because he's still not quite sure what's going on, I think he's gonna try to get out into the open as much as he can to sort of maximize his movement options. So I think he's gonna move, he's got 15 squares, he's gonna move. I seem to be missing around the wall. All right, to here.
15 squares because of what?
My
can't
swing line.
line.
Oh, right. I don't necessarily have anywhere to swing line yet, so
Right.
I think I would just have to
The
stop here.
ceiling is too low in here.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, can't swing line anyway. But yeah, I think he's gonna want to get out in the open sort of as much as he can. But
Sure.
that'll be
Yeah,
that'll be his full
they're
turn.
over here. You know they're over here, right over here.
So it's sort of, as again, somewhat ironically, it's the map sort of shouted out. Could you ping where everyone is?
Sure. I'll
Oh,
ping
I see him. I see him. Yeah. All right.
Yes,
So I think.
that's where he's at.
Oh, he's right by me, wasn't he? I couldn't sort of see that on the transparency
He's
layer.
over here. Over here. No, the person that's coming up on you is Natasha. But the opponent is down here. So just look for the ping. See it here? I have the ping down here.
Okay.
Just straight down.
Yeah, I think Daredevil's just gonna sort of come out there, and I think that'll be his turn for now. Because if he can't swing line, I don't think he can move that much further.
Let me help you out on that.
Oh wait, no, wait. So,
actually...
he was here, so I could actually get about to here, couldn't I? If I've got a full 10, or actually tell you. All right, so I only moved 5. Let's go, maybe just here, sort of right to this doorway. And I've got attack stance, don't I? Let's maybe activate that.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so basically sort of come out, get new attack stance, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Perfect. All right, we'll move to Jessica.
All right, and you had said I had heard some sort of growl.
Yes, you heard it right in front of you.
Okay.
It wasn't making its presence secret with that.
Okay. And how high are the ceilings here?
The ceilings are standard ceilings, so you're probably looking at a couple spaces up, couple spaces, which 10 feet high.
Okay. All right. So I'd like to kind of spend 2 spaces of my flight movement to just move myself up to the ceiling, flatten myself up against the ceiling. My thinking of is if it's some kind of like, I don't know, sound like a dog or something, it wouldn't be able to jump to the top of the ceiling to get me.
Okay.
And then
So
I don't see
you go directly up from the couch?
Yeah, 2 squares
Okay.
up to the couch,
Not a problem.
press myself flat as possible.
Gotcha.
And then just kind of like look around. Do I still hear the sound? Is there any indication of like, do I see any light as my eyes sort of adjust to, waking up? Do I see any light anywhere?
No, it's completely dark and you still hear the growling.
All right. And you had mentioned there were lanterns. Did I hear you say when you initially
every light source in here went out.
And those lanterns, were they
they
oil or electrical?
No, it looked like they were gas powered.
All right,
Lanterns, so they had like a flame and then it flashed and then it went out.
Yeah, so that probably cut that. Okay. I'm gonna just try and like shout out for people. Like, guys, you hear that? You awake? Do I get any response? Do I hear that anyone else is?
Yeah, Daredevil definitely hears you.
Yeah, and I think Daredevil will shoot back. It's like, there's someone else in here, but I'm not sure too much else.
I got some sort of animal by me.
Animal.
And Laura will say something like of what she smells, which I think you said it smells like Wolverine.
That is correct.
Yeah. So then I basically tell them that.
Oh crap! Daddy issues. All right, so I'm gonna try and I'll do the curve around the wall motion too. So I use 2 movement. I'm gonna go 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think if you're
7.
blinded, technically you are considered half movement, right? If that's the case, I think.
Let's look at blinded here.
Sounds right.
Okay,
Yep.
there we go. Oh, it would be nice. I clicked blinded on my conditions. It didn't change my speed though. All right, so then the 7 then will be my 1 move, and I don't really have a standard action that makes a lot of sense here. So I'm gonna just kind of keep moving along the ceiling, but I'll try and get closer to where I hear other people.
Gotcha.
And it sounded, if does my memory serve me that I was the only one sleeping on the south side and everyone else was up on
correct.
top?
That's
All
correct.
right. So then I'll move a little closer there. So another 1, 2, 3, 4,
That's
5.
after movement, though. I think you went.
I have a
past after
flight speed
movement.
of 5. No, that's my second move. So I have a flight speed of 15.
Gotcha.
So I did 7 and 7.
Okay.
So that's my
No
2.
problem.
That's my standard and my movement action. That's all for me.
Okay. All right. So at that point, it goes to Laura, Wolverine.
All right. So she's gonna move her 5 spaces out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just to be able to have like a better view. And she's kind of like smelling out into the space here to see where she senses that smell coming from. So can you ping me again so I could see, so I could start heading in that direction?
Give me a second. Actually, you're going to see a little bit better here.
Oh, cool. All right. Still can't quite see where that's coming from, so she's gonna kind of go in the direction that she thinks she's smelling it. Okay, it's like right here.
Gotcha. And with that, I think you're able to see Jessica Jones on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll call out to her and I'll say, since she can't see anything really, I'll try to kind of point in the direction that to try to guide her. Oh wait, well, point audibly. So I would say,
right,
in what direction she should go.
Okay. With that, goes to the snarling beast you hear. And that one actually moves out. right, so he'll move out.
So can I hear any kind of
You hear the
movement?
snarling is following you, but now you hear the following also.
And
You
do I hear footsteps do I hear footsteps or like animal padding on the floor?
No, you hear like an animal padding, and it's whatever it is. It's very stealthful hunter type, and you hear the following now.
Bub.
No.
Bub.
Hear the word bub. And with that, we go to Black Widow. Go ahead.
Okay, so first off, so for movement action, Natasha is only going to take 3 spaces towards Laura's position, but keep her back to the wall. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3 like this, and then drop defense stance for her standard. And that shall thereby be my turn.
Daredevil, you definitely see this Wolverine. Well, you sense this Wolverine-looking person, definitely there. And,
So no, here's a question. So this wall area that I'm sort of pinging here, would that like block a line of fire if I wanted to throw a billy club?
Oh yeah, you could throw your billy club without a problem.
Oh, okay, excellent. Okay, all right. Let me just
normal.
real quick check what the range on it is as a thrown weapon is. It's probably.
I would say about 10 spaces.
All right,
And
so
by the way, that's what you sense.
Yeah. All right. Unfortunately, if I move my 5 for movement, I'm still not in range, though. Am I?
You'd have trouble. Remember, you can go double of anything, any range.
Oh, right. Have. I'll maybe take that risk then. So I'll move my 5, and then sort of with trouble, it's 13 squares, but I can live with that because it's better than no attack at all. Gonna try to throw the billy club.
Gotcha. Now, since you have 2 of those, you'll be able to do 2 of those type of attacks, but then you won't have it for combat unless you pick it up.
Right. Isn't there something about it coming back to me in the iconic weapon thing? Let me.
If you have it in the thing that it says that, then yes.
Yeah, I think it doesn't actually say it on the Roll20 sheet, but in
the attack form. I'm saying, in the attack form. For cap, they definitely have that.
Yep. The billy club can be thrown and instantly retrieved. The range of the billy club and the reach of the swing line is equal to its swing line speed 15 spaces. So I'm actually, I think I'm actually good. Yeah. Let me just real quick, just so you know, I'm not making this up. I'm going to drop it in the Roll20 chat.
Yeah, I would like everybody that when they do something, just to put out the effects of it, so that way it shows up, just kind of like for reference.
Yeah. So I've comfortably got range without trouble.
Okay, perfect. Then you're good to go.
Yep. I do not believe I get any attack stance bonus because this isn't close. But even so, a fantastic.
Yes.
No powers I can combo with it or anything. So just the base damage. But I'm happy to take that.
All right. We will. You do see that when it hits, you do hear a metallic clang from the hit. So you notice that he has a reinforced skeleton, just like Wolverine.
Right, that's the thing with Wolverine. Metallic clang doesn't necessarily indicate whether he's not an LMD, but whatever he is, he seems to be mad, and we're sort of, if we have to give him a talking to or we have to just smash him to bits, Daredevil's not going to change his plan at this point. But that'll be my turn, I think.
And that'll be how much damage that you're doing to him?
Oh, so it doubles. So with reinforced skeleton, it should be 6 times 2 is 12.
All right, so
Should
you're
be
subtracting
30.
6. Right,
Should be
you're
30.
Yeah,
subtracting
that
6
sounds
from
right.
that. Right.
That sounds right.
That is correct. That is correct. Okay, so we will subtract 30.
Oh, and actually, so it's a blunt melee weapon, but I don't think I would get any.
The special effect only comes during any of the maneuvers that you would
Yeah,
do.
and actually, he doesn't even have any melee weapon powers anyway, so I don't think he gets that.
Yeah, you definitely got his attention.
Okay. So yeah, that'll be it for me.
All right. At that point, goes to Jessica. Jessica, you seem to hear a metallic clang that was by as Daredevil kind of indicates that he threw his billy club at the attacker. And it's up to you whether you want to continue moving, kind of following the ceiling so you can go away from this.
I'll shout out, Maddie, where are you? Do I have a sense of kind of where he is on the map?
If you want to spend a reaction for a vigilance check, I'll let you have one to know the direction you can move in.
Sure. I'll do that. Let's give a vigilance.
If that's not high enough, I'll give a reaction to aid.
Yes, help teammate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Give it an edge.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, and I think he'll basically just sort of say,
kinda,
over here.
Right.
Yeah, he kind of has to kind of say it louder.
Catches back the billy club and sort of maybe trying to use the billy club as like sort of a guideline in the dark as it's coming back to him.
Jessica's just screaming Marco, hoping for somebody to say Polo.
Yes. And now you know that he's in that direction over here, so you can head in that direction.
Okay, I didn't see the ping. I was looking for it, but I didn't see it.
You see it here?
Oh, I think. Oh, up north?
Yes,
yeah, by the flower bed.
Here.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I can. I think I can do it. Yeah, I'll do a double move.
Right.
Let's,
Remember,
let's
you're still under blindness rules.
Yep.
Condition.
So a double move would just be
right.
15. So somewhere over there.
Yes.
Is where he is. All right.
Yes.
I'll go.
And since you're flying, you're actually going over these objects that are down below.
Right.
You know, the refrigerator and all that stuff that's on the ground.
Yeah, I
You're
figured.
flying over it. Yeah, it's not an obstruction at this point.
Okay, great. Then I'll move up there, and I'll still have some movement left over, so that's plenty good. And I'll be like, that's Wolverine down there. Is that what I heard?
And he doesn't look very happy.
I mean, he rarely does.
And with that, we're going to go to Wolverine, unless there's something else you wanted to do.
I was just, I mean, and I'll ask Matt. I'm like, Matt, I know you don't need it, but is there anything you can see or feel that could give us some light here? Anything around you?
I mean, I'm not an expert in that sort of thing, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah,
Also,
right.
I'd imagine if Arcade's doing this, we're not going to be able to turn the lights on. Like he'll have
I was thinking of something more along the lines of like anything that could.
So in one adventure that this was running, somebody had a shield agent. The shield agent had a flashlight with him that he brought in on the adventure because he indicated it in his equipment. But when he went to turn it on, it didn't turn on because Arcade took the batteries out of the flashlight.
Yeah, no.
Arcade.
Yeah.
Man.
Because while you were unconscious, he checks your equipment, lets you keep what you need to have, but he doesn't. He knows that this part right here,
right.
Right. He's 3 steps ahead.
Right.
All right. That's it for me then.
All right.
All right.
Wolverine.
All right. So
Laura.
Laura would be like, she would be running through the logic of it, of thinking like, there's no way this is the real Wolverine. Especially putting together that they've already encountered a couple of LMDs. And so she's going to communicate that to them, and then try to draw him towards her, probably by saying something that would drive it into like more and more of a berserker rage and draw its attention towards her. So, any ideas from the gang, like to see, like what would potentially, what would potentially annoy a berserk Wolverine even more?
Well, Laura, you know how it is. You're the best there is at what he does.
There you
It's
go.
true.
Yeah. So I call out something like that. And I will let's see. I think I'll try to move a little bit. Do you guys want me to move in your direction or draw him away from you guys so you can sneak up on him?
No, you know what? If it's okay to communicate this point, I don't know if you see where Natasha is. If you bring
Yes.
him toward me, it's going to help.
All right. So you say yeah. So I'm
Bring
gonna
him
say
bring him this way. I got this.
okay, and then I'll just this was like food and stuff over here. Is that right?
In the center
Yes,
area?
That is
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah,
That's
like
where the
where I-
fridges are, where the drinks are.
All right, so I start kind of throwing food in that direction, trying to like make a like like a little bit of an annoying scene there, and then I run back towards Natasha. And there's like a little trail of snacks.
Snapping at you, snarling.
Yeah. All right, that's my move.
Okay. All right, so at that point now, Berserk Wolverine goes around this because that is an obstruction there for those of you that can see it. And let me do that again. He decides to move up to that point. You can tell he seems to see extremely well in this. So he takes his double move and comes up to there.
Mhm.
And then he's like snarling at you guys. And with that, we go to Black Widow.
Okay, so for movement, I think it would be fair to say that I can follow that bit of hearing and do my half move in that direction. So we can do a little bit of this, and then for my standard, holster my gun, and attack stance and defense stance both have concentration at the same time. So
Not a problem.
that's going to be my turn.
You're rank 3, so you can have up to 3. All right, at that point, it goes to Daredevil.
All right. Daredevil, I think, sort of trying to at least help a little bit tactically. Not even sure if anyone can see him as he does this, but I think he's actually going to try to move behind Wolverine. And I think I'm trying to decide if I want to do a chain strikes or a leg sweep here. Let's go leg sweep, because if I soften him up for you guys, that would help a lot. So going to be leg sweep, melee attack. 13's probably not going to hit, is it?
You just miss. I don't know if you wanted to give yourself either karma or...
Would anyone be able to give me aid if they can't see me, is the question.
If they can't see you, they can't aid you.
Right, okay. I'll burn a karma.
Laura could do it.
Oh, Laura could do it. Okay, right.
Yeah, I'll aid.
Okay, all right. We're really hoping this works. Still not good enough. I might burn a karma.
Dang.
I feel like if we can get him prone, this becomes a lot easier. I think it's worth it to try. Well, the problem is with edges on 3s, you're just as likely. Yeah, no. All right, yeah, I'll just let that one. But that'll be it for me then.
Did spend the karma, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
No,
That's That's all right though. At least a couple of us have tricks in our box. Yeah.
That is very true. All right, with that, we're going to go to Jessica.
Okay. Now, would I be able to, given that this Wolverine enemy is making noise and snarling as he's getting to me, would I at least be able to target him and then hit him with trouble per the blinded
Yes.
rules?
Yes.
All right. In that case, I'm going to go like, enough running. And I'm going to attempt to hit him with Clobber.
Okay. Go ahead and move up to him first, if you don't mind.
I can't see him, so I don't. I kind of thought yeah, okay.
I'll move you to him. So you move up to about here.
Okay.
When you sense him. Okay. And you
Okay,
move
cool.
somewhere there around you.
Okay, great. So I will get an attack in. Not good. And it's with trouble too. Jeez.
All right. We'll get the
All right,
result
so
of
that's
that, and then we'll see if that's still going to matter.
Yeah, so I got 3-3-1.
Daredevil, you want to provide a help or?
Yes. I'll give a help teammate. Because that's a role I think you could do better on.
Yeah. All right, we'll get.
Would that just cancel out the trouble though? Would that have?
Wow, you just hit with that.
Okay, good. No, it usually doesn't work that way because you're only when they're applied at the same time.
Oh yes, right. Okay, it's an order of operations that makes perfect sense.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
So if he uses up the trouble, he doesn't have it anymore.
Right. Okay, great. So
yeah, you
14.
see you hit something.
Nice.
It seems like your fist hit a brick wall, but a very tough one. You feel the reinforced skeleton of Wolverine, so you're gonna have to take off one multiplier.
Okay, so it'll be 15 points of damage instead of 18.
All right,
15. So I pop him in the jaw, shake my fist a little bit. You're like,
and you get a
almost as bad as
from
Luke.
that. And with that, we'll go to Wolverine.
All right.
Laura.
Let's see. Well, all I think I could really do is get into position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do this. So can I go over this stuff without slowing down, or does it slow me down?
It will.
Or do I have to go around it? Okay.
Yeah, you'll have to go around it.
Okay, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll just go over here.
If you want, use your measuring to see if
Yeah, that's true.
You can use your measuring and do it with linger. So
yeah, but it looks like
calculate where you want to go.
Yeah. Looks like this is as far as I could go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, what's the word? It's a thing, right? What's it called? I'll look it up right now real quick. I have it up. Reserve an action. So if he comes within reach of me, I'll just go ahead and pop him.
Okay, so that takes a reaction, of course.
Yeah.
And you'll fall into a new place in initiative when that comes.
I thought that was just for holding a turn.
Oh, isn't that what you were? Oh, you're reserving to hit him when he comes about.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ready.
Oh, okay.
Ready to action doesn't change our turn order. No, right.
Okay.
Just turns it into a reaction. Yeah.
I thought you were reacting to wait until he gets in. Okay.
No, just in case he comes this way.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Cool. All right. That's it for me.
All right. So, Laura, Wolverine, and Daredevil, you notice that definitely he gets the attention of Jessica gets his attention. So he turns and he is going to do the following. So he is going to
Ooh.
Well, you know what? Hey, what better time? What better time to do it than now, and what better opponent to do it with?
And here's the attack. It's going to do
Ooh.
comes. Don't mind the big number. Just
Yeah,
add
it was doing that
Yeah.
in the last game I played yesterday. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, I haven't figured it out on that one yet, but definitely that's a 7, 8, 9 plus 4, 13.
That's exactly it.
Karma for trouble. Or
Can't
no?
use karma. Well, you can't. I can't. It's not affected by trouble. So it
Right,
wouldn't,
combat trickery
Right.
gets around.
and actually, it wouldn't matter because
Oh yeah,
it's
you're
actually
right. 'cause
higher than
combat
that. 'Cause it's
trickery. Combat trickery can't be affected by.
right. So
but,
that turns it to a.
but you
to a
can,
six,
but you
so,
can,
yeah.
Now,
but you
the
can affect
Marvel-
a non-Marvel. Right.
You can affect the non-Marvel die and
Yeah.
try and make him miss. That's
Right.
all you
Yeah,
can do.
but I
Right.
think. Yeah, but
the
if he's
13
got
is
a
actually
6,
more because the 2 is actually a 6.
yeah.
So you have to add 4 more.
Yep.
So that's actually a 17 that I hit.
Yeah, so that's 4. So the 5 would have to turn into a 1. I don't
Nah.
see that happening.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Get that over with now with Jessica. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fine.
he can only do it once, and I can save the karma for better chances to make him miss.
Yep.
Okay, so I have a DR of 1.
All right, so his multiplier of 4 goes down to 3.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's 3 times 6.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, that's an 18 plus 4, so 22.
So,
is
but
what
it
becomes.
Does it? It should be double, right? Because he rolled the Marvel.
Yes, it is a Marvel.
Okay, so
44.
44. Okay, that's practically half, but that's not bad, all things considered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he tore into you pretty bad.
That's okay. It's better me taking that hit than somebody without DR and healing factor.
And you hear that just seems to be the recurring word that he's doing between snarls.
I said you're gonna have to do better than that, you smelly little shit.
Then it goes to Natasha.
Okay, so now trying to follow to where he's at. It means I have to go a long way around, doesn't it? So, okay. This is. I hate fog of war, but I will deal. All right. Okay, so. Oh, come on.
Yeah, you see
It's
that
one,
every time
two-
he says bub, they laugh. The audience.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yeah, I had to do because again, darkness movement rate is halved. Then yeah, I'm almost to the corner when I have to end turn. But hey, attack stance and defense stance are both concentration. So yeah, whenever I can get to him, end of turn.
Okay. Then it's going to go to Daredevil.
All right, I think I'm gonna try another leg sweep, and then if this still doesn't work, I'm gonna just change tactics. But I do think that if we can just get him off his feet, No, and I don't think aid's gonna get me there. Or maybe
No, you got a one.
One in there, yeah.
Say for a reaction, it'd be worth it for somebody that can see you.
Yeah. So, are we thinking Jessica can see me, or
Jessica cannot see you, but Laura could. But I think she used up her reactions.
Yeah,
it's a new round.
It's a new round.
Or they
Yes,
reset
yeah,
at the start of your turn, right?
Yeah. Yes. So yes, she does have a reaction. If that's
Okay.
the case.
So
So-
you're gonna give me one.
Yeah.
So Wolverine,
yeah,
Laura, you're good with
for
that?
sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me a edge on the one. Not enough to hit
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Enough to want to spend a karma or no?
You know what? We've got a full turn of Jessica and Wolverine. If we can get them prone, that might be enough to wrap up this battle, or at least get us pretty darn close. I'll burn one more point of karma, and then that's the one I'm gonna save for. All right, there we go. Does 14 hit?
14 just hits.
Oof.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Yeah.
All right, so at that
Um,
point, reinforced skeleton.
Yeah.
So he's-
Reinforced skeletons. Gonna get him down to 12, I think, by my count.
Correct.
But the
That is
important thing is he takes regular damage and is knocked prone.
All right, so then
Um,
at that point, he is now not. Is it prone on fantastic or prone on normal?
Prone just part of the effect. That's why I've been trying to do this for so long, because you get it on a hit no matter what with this power.
Okay, so he goes prone, and I'm now going to take off 12 from him. And he's starting to look a little bit rougher. Do you remember the android Wolverine in the series, with Elsie?
Albert?
You guys remember?
It's funny you should
Yeah,
mention that, because
Albert
I'm
and
doing
LCD.
Albert and LCD for my character pack.
Well,
I've got a
right.
really fun homebrew thing for Elsie.
Yes,
Nice.
he's starting to look like that right now.
Yeah. They also just got a new HeroClix piece. Both of them sort of hooked.
Yes, I saw that one.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, because preparing for the new Deadpool adventure,
Mm.
I've been getting HeroClix to take those to run up there when I run
Yeah.
the adventure.
My
And I happen
my-
to see that one you mentioned.
Yeah, my pitch for LCD is I'm giving her a rank 2 character with an iconic power where she can basically activate a grenade with a ×4 multiplier, but it does damage to her as well. I think that could be fun.
Sweet.
Nice.
I'm still ironing out the details, but that's sort of the core concept.
All right, so you leg sweep him, you knock him down prone, and
Yeah.
with that you hear, and then we'll go to Jessica.
All right. So being prone gives me an edge, so that would counteract
Cancel
the
out.
trouble, so I can just roll normally. So definitely going to take advantage of that and hit him again with a clobber attack this time without any trouble.
Can you bring up the
Daredevil.
clobber?
Oh
you
my
bring up-
god.
Daredevil give a help teammate for sure. Oh wait, no, you've got the edge. No, the edge cancels the
No.
trouble.
Edge
yeah,
cancels the
so
trouble.
a
Oh my
teammate on
god.
top
What
of
a awful roll.
Yeah.
And a 14, so no, don't waste it. That's just
No, you're right. Yeah.
that's statistically
let's-
impossible.
Let's see if Laura can do better.
Yeah, that's just I'll take that
save
as
the
a
help for that.
Yes, good luck on that then.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go to
Yep.
Wolverine, Laura.
Uh-huh. All
Go
right.
ahead.
So,
and I got 3 hit points back too.
all right. So the reactions reset at the beginning of my turn. Is that what it is?
I think
Yep.
so.
Okay, cool. All right, so Laura has her claws unsheathed and she rushes over. She's like staring him down face to face, and she says, "You're not my dad."
Nice.
and then yeah, so she's gonna do some damage. We'll do let's see. I'm thinking I like the idea of hit and run.
Yeah, especially because he's going to be prone. When he gets up, I'm the only person he's going to be able to reach.
Yeah, and it has edge too.
Go,
So if I
go
do
ahead
hit
and
run.
post that out to see what hit and run does.
Yeah. So as in addition to that, I want to use my own combat trickery. But let me go ahead and put the actions here. Powers. Hit and run.
Excellent.
All right. And so I'm going to spend 5 focus for my, because I assume you are rank 5 or the same. I'm sorry, rank 3, not rank 5, rank 3. So I could use my combat trickery. She'll do her melee.
Oh, don't
it's
even
already-
need the combat trickery.
Don't even need the combat trickery. Wow. Okay. Well, you have the -1 for that.
For the reinforced skeleton, right?
Yeah, for the reinforced skeleton. Yeah. So 30. That's what 36. Is that right or no?
That's no minus first minus
24.
6, which would make it 24, right? And then double.
Yeah, 24. Yeah.
And then
24.
24
So
double.
Yeah, 40.
You have Marvel, so it's
48.
So, yep.
And then if you've got exploit on your sheet, you can hit him again.
I do indeed. That's right. Thank you for that reminder. I always forget about exploit.
Yeah, and it's tricky because unless you have combat reflexes, you can't do combat trickery and into exploit. And even if you do that, you get 2 of your reactions. So getting the fantastic on your own is very nice. And I think you get an edge on the exploit too because he's still prone.
I think
so like I said, there's a chance you could just finish him off here.
All right, this is exploit, so I'll spend the 5 focus for that.
And then if you don't get him this time, you're in earshot, so I can drop combat support.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty good.
You have an edge from him being prone, so use that on the Marvel to see if you can get a fantastic
Use that on the
success.
Oh my god, no!
Still good though. Still good.
Yeah, still
It
good.
goes down.
All right.
My goodness.
Yes. So with that, you notice that the minute he goes down, you think you know what might happen now?
Oh no,
every
he
time.
explodes.
Keep forgetting until right after we beat them.
And
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to do hit and run. Did I get away in
Right.
time with my hit and
now,
run?
unfortunately,
No,
well,
it's
fortunately for
instantaneous.
you, you're fine because as Wolverine's body crumples to the floor, all the lights in the complex now turn on.
Ah, my eyes.
You're like, oh, I can see again. So, and
There's Cap in the
Okay,
corner, just chilling.
all the lights in the complex snap on again. You're surprised to see Captain America standing by the fireplaces holding a pulley, hanging down from the ceiling as Arcade's voice echoes all around you. Logan is down, which means we've come to the main event. Captain Turncoat, my finest creation. Why don't you tell our hapless heroes what comes next? Steve Rogers' eyes glow red, and he has a creepy smile as his voice takes on a sinister tone. My pleasure, Arcade. Friends, you fought bravely by my side and kept our audience entertained at every turn, which is why it's my distinct red, white, and blue pleasure to bring you the final round. He yanks the pulley, and the entire floor of Rest Station M suddenly drops away, sending you all falling into the giant hole that's opened up. But of course, with that, the following all right, so as you're falling, you see you're falling down into another area down below where you see mud, caked mud and stuff down there.
Right.
Those of you that have certain abilities that would enable you to not take a fall that deep can let me know what you're using to not take damage. And if you happen to have a way of helping your companion in some way, please indicate it to me now.
Would there be anything I could try to swing line onto?
Yes, at this point you can, because now you can swing line to the door frames as you're going down into a pit.
All right, excellent. So I'm gonna try to do that, and if it costs a level of trouble to try to grab someone else, I'll go for it. I do have
You
the
have to be able to
running
be
trait.
within that, right? You have to be within the space of where you swing line, and you could. Who would you help at this point?
All right, so
It's only
I
one
think
person you could
just
help.
well, Jessica can fly, so I think it's gonna be Laura, and Black Widow's gonna be too far away, so that's the one.
Probably swing to get Black Widow. Or no.
In that case, yeah, then I'll get her because Laura's got this
Yeah.
skeleton and healing factor. I think Black Widow's the one to get here.
I picture her kind of
Alrighty.
getting up with her
I can
arm
tell
all
you-
in the
I can-
wrong direction
Yeah.
and popping it back into place.
Yeah, I can tell
Yeah.
you right now, you're going to fall 50 feet straight down. Everybody, it's unless you have a maneuver, which one is swing lining, and the others are. I take it, Jessica, you're going to want to fly.
Yeah, after we are done with Daredevil, but certainly I'm going to fly. Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything you want to
Can-
do since you're flying?
Can she grab my arm so that like
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I would just want to like just reach out and try and grab her with Mighty 2. Even with her adamantium, I should be able to carry, gently
Okay.
let her down.
That's what I was waiting to hear. Was that Jessica was going to help Laura, and then Daredevil could swing over to Widow as she's
Yep.
falling and catch her, and both of you get dropped.
Oh
down to the
yeah,
ground.
yeah. I mean, see that is, once again, Daredevil swinging by, catching her as she's falling, those brings, happy flashback to happier times. Absolutely.
All right. So those that fly do not need to make this check, but those that are swing lining will need to make me an agility check.
Yes. So would free running help me out here? Because it is movement.
Then it would probably give you an edge on
Okay.
the roll.
Excellent. Ooh, all right. All right, 17. Nice.
All right. You're able to snag on and grab Widow as you're coming down. So you're good to go.
Sweet.
So at that point, you can now move to the next map. All right, so I'm gonna grab you guys as you are right now, but I'm gonna move Daredevil over to Black Widow here. Okay, you see
Alrighty.
where I'm putting?
Mhm.
All right, so you're gonna be right there next to her, and you guys are gonna come down on the map exactly like this. So let me just
Yep.
get that indication. May want to fit on your maps.
All right.
Go from there.
Ooh, what are these things?
look like drones of some sort.
Yeah, or yeah, that's what they're some sort of drone or something.
Uncle Villain B of Wolverine comes down with you and just sinks into the mud. All right. So you tumble down to the muddy ground and land softly. And looking around, you find yourself in a football-sized arena. The arena surrounded by stadium seating filled with a holographic crowd wildly cheering for your destruction. Arcade himself is in an enclosed command tower at the far end of the arena. And above that tower are holographic letters that flash and change with messages that include the murder world that time forgot, final round, and all or nothing. For a few moments, Captain America hangs from the pulley he used to set off the floor trap, and then he lets go just as the ground shudders, and a massive hatch in the floor opens up, revealing this point. Continue. Revealing a 40-foot tall Tyrannosaurus Rex. With almost impossible athletic prowess, the treacherous robotic double of Steve Rogers drops down on top of the T-Rex and lands on its back before it roars, and he triumphantly yells, "It's time for big dino action!" And then we're going to roll for initiative. And you hear him say,
there's something deeply tragic about something as cool as the image of Captain America riding a dinosaur trying to kill us. Like the fact that something that cool is going to be how we die is deeply sad.
And you seem to hear under his
could
breath.
Before you started, does anyone want to get out?
And this one, Tasha's going, could be worse. At least this time he's not shouting "Hail Hydra."
Yeah, I guess there's a silver lining to everything. Wait, which one of these tokens is me? Oh yeah, because I'm right by you. All right. No, like truly, it could almost be like one of those like Chuck Norris style memes, Captain America on a T-Rex.
Absolutely. Nice.
All right, so we're gonna have you guys do your initiatives. Let me bring out your turn order here.
And is that Ankylosaurus our little buddy that we were nice to?
Oh, you recognize him. Yes, he is.
Laura, I think you need to go ride that, and we need to have like a robot fight between the two of you.
That's awesome.
All right, so start inputting your initiatives into the turn order in there, please.
All right, and I did roll a fantastic success on that. Oh, I had already put myself in. You could delete the 0 one.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
16.
There we go.
There's another Wolverine with the 0. I think you might have
I
deleted.
think you deleted me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you deleted Jessica.
Sorry, let's bring you
Okay.
out again. There you go. Yeah.
Does not to give the bad guy an advantage, but does Robot Cap have situational awareness because he might have the military background?
He does not have it.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I mean, I guess it makes sense. The robot didn't do basic training.
No, but he did initiate a rescue earlier on in the mod, and because of that, he earned himself a karma point.
Oh,
Use
oh
in this
dear.
combat.
Ah,
If you recall, that was something he did to help one of you guys.
right, right.
And let me tell you, that is something that I actually had posted on the boards because I was thinking about that. I was saying, well, if the villains can't get heroic, the only other way is them to perform heroic acts. So would it be feasible to say that an android, if it helps you because its programming is telling it to, does it earn the karma?
Yeah,
And,
it's not,
Oh, I remember that
then-
conversation.
Yes, you remember that, right? So basically, a lot of people were talking about it, and they were like, "Well, the Vision is an android, so he's programmed to help people and stuff."
I was gonna.
So basically, at that point, I said, "Okay, well, if they can do it and they rescue someone, then they get the karma."
There was that classic Avenger story. Like the title is "Even an Android Can Cry," so even an android can cry and earn karma.
yeah. And also,
Yeah.
broadly speaking, it also sort of fits the original Thunderbolts, where sort of evil people can do heroic deeds, and that could maybe be part of the plan.
Right,
Yeah.
and maybe they're trying to do something to try to become heroic, but then all of a sudden they get their programming corrupted and they go, I want to kill them instead, and then at that point they use that karma against you, which is technically what happened just now. All right, so we got everybody in there, right? Pretty much. At this point. So just to let you know, the mod, if you guys have ever seen it or read it on this part, they actually say this is what is played while you're combating him.
Yeah.
Arcade really knows how to twist the knife, doesn't he?
That's what he's about.
And with that, we will start with who has a bonus round?
Wolverine.
Wolverine, go for it.
All right. Are we floating above the mud?
No, you guys
Or-
are landed down on the.
We landed. Is
yeah.
it slow terrain or like is it
Nope,
gonna hinder?
Not at all.
No?
No, now that you're on the ground, it's just a little bit muddy, but
Alright.
it's not obscure. It's not difficult terrain if that's what you're at.
So I look at Jessica and I'm like, do you think that dinosaur will be friendly to me if I approach it?
It would not be the craziest thing that happened to either one of us today.
And by the
Alright.
way, you were correct in your assumption. You see camera drones flying around. They have lights, and they're flying around, and they're kind of like indicating, like looking around. Which, by the way, that reminds me, they do get a turn also.
Oh no.
So let me.
Oh no.
Also, the worst part is because we're being filmed, evil Captain America on the T-Rex is definitely going to be an internet meme by the end of the day.
Absolutely. End of the day, like end of the minute. Are you kidding?
Yeah, if he's doing this live. I mean, it takes a little while for things to pass around on the internet, but even
It's like there is some quick draw meme posting. That's an art form. You know this.
All right, well, I'm gonna go right up to the edge over here, and then I'm gonna try to climb. So, will I be able to climb to here?
You want to go to where?
So
To there?
I was-
No, there's no climbing. That's a hatchway in the floor.
Oh, it's
So
in
you
the
can-
floor. Okay, I
Yeah.
can go straight through. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you can go straight.
All right.
Because it brings them up on an elevator. That's what it does.
All right, so for my 10, let's go about as far as I can over here. I can make it linger right there. Cool. All right, so I'll head on over here for my. I'll use 2 moves to do that. I guess technically I could also ram, but ramming might be kind of interesting too. I'd be able to get in. I don't know. I like the idea.
The dinosaur, or
yeah, but nah, that'll do too much damage to myself, I think.
Right, and then you'd be prone, and the T-Rex could stomp on you.
Yeah, there's that. All right. Well, I'm here, and yeah. Can I use like a reaction to see if this dino is friendly?
Yes.
Cool. All right. Will it be vigilant? No. What would it be?
Actually, yes, it would be vigilance.
Vigilance. Ooh, fantastic success.
All right. You see immediately when you come up to it, it immediately turns to you with a look, and it starts wagging its tail.
Nice.
And it licks you. It has reach. It goes and just licks you all across.
I give a thumbs up to my team. All right, that's me. Daredevil's up.
All right.
No.
Daredevil
Sorry. Yeah.
Is he's actually, if I can, I would like to try to swing line up on top of the T-Rex, try to hit Captain America, and then swing line off of it, ending up probably about here. If I miss Cap on the way, I'm sort of okay, but that's the maneuver I'm sort of going for.
Yes, you can actually swing line in here.
All right. And I'm gonna do a chain.
Are you trying to land on it, or are you trying to just go up there and hit him?
I think I'm gonna try to hit him and then land behind the Rex is what I'm aiming for.
Yeah, because then you could pass by, do an attack, and then use the rest of your swing line to keep going.
Yeah, 100%. That's exactly what I'm looking to do. Okay. All right. And I'm gonna do it chain strikes, I think.
And you notice that he has a shield ready to go. So just to let you know, he is using defensive maneuvers.
Yeah. Because I think no matter trying to maybe separate Cap and the Rex, letting the Rex take the hits for Cap is not gonna help us win this thing. All right, so melee attack with an edge. Ooh, does a 17 hit?
Oh, 17 will definitely hit him. And when you hit, you notice that of course he puts a shield up, and he knocks off 2 multiplier from you.
Right. Also, would I still be in attack stance?
If you still have it active, then yes, because no condition has taken away your concentration powers.
Okay,
right?
excellent. So two more on top of that, 2 melee. So it would be 7, I think, is probably what gets through.
Okay, so 7 gets through to him. Gotcha.
Yeah, and I'll sort of end over there.
Yeah, you see, put up his shield and you hit, but you got past somewhat in glancing blow.
Yeah, that's I think what it's going to take. But both of them are going to soak up a fair amount of damage, I think. But every little bit's going to count.
And then you hear from the crowd, of course. All right, so at that point, we're going to go to Jessica.
And how many rounds, if any, have passed between the robot blowing, or not blowing up, the Wolverine android going down and us being down here, just in terms of health recovery?
I would say pretty much only like a couple of them.
Okay, cool. Every little bit helps. So do that. Okay, great. I'm going to use 12 of my 15 movement to put myself over here. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Put myself there. Oh, zoom in. Okay. So I'm within reach of both of them in that. I'm in the air, obviously. I'm within reach of both of them, or should I be one square down to be within reach of both of them?
You want to be within reach of
Yeah, I think I would be because technically, even though the icon
Yes.
is circular, they're not.
Yes.
circular,
If you're
right,
next to
okay.
Cap, he's riding on it, so technically you could be in a
Okay.
square that's right next to both.
Great. Then in that case, I'm going to bang some heads together. I'll put that in the chat. So I'm going to make one melee check against the melee defense of 2 enemies
That's a good
within
one.
reach. I think this is going to be more of taking Cap's head and plowing it into the dinosaur's head, although I might be able to do the reverse with my strength. Great. So I have to hit both of their melee defenses. So I'll need a good roll here. Let's see what we get. That is good. Is that good enough to hit both of them? 16?
That is definitely enough to hit both of them.
Awesome. Okay, so that means each enemy.
Now each one, just to let you know,
Mhm.
one of them is -1 multiplier, which is the T-Rex, and the Captain America though is -2 multiplier because of the shield.
Mm.
And by the way, now that you're up close, the music you hear is coming from speakers in a shield.
No. So anything that's a crap damage. I do have some karma. Should I? What do you guys think? Should I use some karma to reroll the damage die? Since I hit both of them with this.
I mean,
or-
just the fact that we're getting a hit on both of them is helping us, I think.
All right, so leave it as is.
Yeah,
Okay.
I might save it just because I'm worried the T-Rex is going to hit
I mean,
someone so hard. They're going to be on
Right.
death,
Yeah.
you
Good
know?
point. All right.
Now,
So
we'll
then 2
mention
times.
that actually that's not a bad idea because you definitely hit regardless. So if you want
Right.
to increase it, that would be up to you, whether you want to spend that karma to increase the damage, which of course every little bit helps. Unless you
Right.
think you're going to need that karma later for any kind of trouble coming your way.
I think the T-Rex is going to hit hard enough. That
Yeah.
we're gonna save
Yeah.
it.
If that
And of
T-Rex
course,
gets a crit,
if somebody
yeah.
wants to spend a reaction, they could do that too.
No,
But
because I
that's one
hit. They
less
can only
reaction.
do that on a.
Because you already hit. You already hit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you already hit.
Right.
So let's keep it. It's early. Let's keep it as is. So long as he's continuing to ride this thing, I'll continue. I'll
Yes.
hopefully get some more shots off. So yeah. So that'll be what?
Okay,
Instead
so we
of
have 2
13
separate
damage,
damages.
It'll be what 10 and so 2 times 3 is 6 plus 3 9 for 1, and then
This is for cap damage, right? You're talking about?
yeah. So no, for the dinosaur. No, Cap was -2. You said right? Okay.
Mhm.
So then
-2.
that's 2 times 3, 6 plus 3 is 9, and then 2 times 4, 8. So 9 and 11.
9 and 11. Gotcha. And
Did Jessica just do a 9/11 on Cap?
Yes, she did.
That's pretty crazy.
That's
That's pretty bad.
Yeah. Oh my God. That is dark in just the best way. Yes.
The dice don't lie.
all right, so at that point now, it's going to go to Wolverine.
All right. So I'll use one action. Well, I'll use my move action to climb on top. And
And he lets you.
okay.
By the way, do you know how to group yourself with the creature?
No.
Do a highlight on it. You know,
Okay.
like okay, so you know how you go over it for both your tokens. You just press your left button and then just go over both tokens with that, and then do a right click on when it's highlighted, both of them. And on the highlight, you're going to see it's going to say advanced, and go to advanced and say group.
It only gives me the option to flip.
Did you highlight? Did you highlight first? You
I
had to
thought so.
highlight both you and the. You should see something after you highlight and let go of the button.
No, it only.
It might
When
be the player versus the DM might have different.
Yeah, I think that's what it
Player
might
might
be.
not have permission to do that.
Yeah,
Okay, then let me see.
I think that might be it.
Okay, then go ahead and
Because it just
can
lets me
move-
flip it.
yeah. All right, so you get up on
So
top, and what do you want him to do?
I wanted to swing its tail and give it a good whack. Give the
At who?
dinosaur a good whack. At the dinosaur.
Okay. Give me an ego check.
All right. Non-combat, right?
Non-combat.
Oh, this is pretty low. 10.
Do you want to? Anybody want to help on that? Help teammate?
Yeah, I'll give a help.
Go ahead.
Ooh.
All right.
Nice.
You see that it looks apprehensive for a moment because it's like, I'm an ankylosaurus and that's a T-Rex. But then you're like, you kind of stroke its head and you're kind of like, we can do this. We can do this. And your animalistic, basically instinct is basically in communication with it. And it basically says, okay, I can do this with you. So it's going to aid you now.
Right.
Going to attack with you. All right.
Okay, so will it be my attack that that I roll for it, or is there a special
I will
stats for
roll.
it?
I will roll for it. Yes.
Got it. Cool.
All right. So the point was to try to get it to help you.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Here we go. Now it's Black Widow.
Okay, so I noticed something else about the battle. A few drones still in play. So sniper rifle's going to come out at this point. I have to go on ahead and do a full move action, and then I'm going to do weapons blazing to try to take those drones out. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no! It's not letting me move.
Click on another token and then click back on yours, and then you should be able to grab it. And also be on select.
Okay.
Remember, be on select on your.
Yeah, I was on select. Come on. All right, come on. All right, so we're gonna do this. All right, come. What? No. Really? Yes, it's on. It's
Here.
on select.
I can move it. I'll move it
Selected
a
the
square
token.
over. Go ahead. I shifted it a square just in case you were having problems
Okay.
on it. There you go.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. That should do it.
Are you double moving out there? Are you double moving? Because you were here.
What was that?
Are you double moving? Because you were here.
No, I'm single.
Okay, because that's more than 5 squares, I think, right?
I was. Hold up. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, just all right. So I'll just have to move it a couple of squares back like this.
Okay.
All right. So, yep. Then we are gonna have all right. Then. All right. And always, we did not break concentration. That means that I stand still active. So, and we're gonna do this.
All right, so you can make 2 range attacks. That's for who first?
Okay, so single. It's
Yeah, because it says
single
you
attack.
You
check
split your
against
attacks. Right. You make a single
explosive
agility check.
Against the 2 targets. So it's
Right.
going to be. So I'm trying to ping them. So it's going to be.
You do hit. You hit them both.
Okay. So yeah, those both of those drones right over there.
Oh, you're hitting the drones.
That were off to my left. Yeah, I'm heading. I'm
Oh,
trying to keep the drones off our backs.
All right. So which drones are they that you're shooting at?
So let's see if I can ping this right here. Yeah, that one. And that one.
I'm sorry. Can you ping them again? I didn't see which one.
All right. Yeah, we're just over doing that. All right. So, bottom left.
Okay.
And then this one here.
The one right by you.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So you hit them both with that attack. And how much damage do you do?
So if we want to add one, for the rifle, that would be 5 times. That would be 5 times 4 plus 4. That'd be 24.
Which is halved.
Yep. Which half is 12.
Okay. So you shoot it for 12. So at that point, let's see. Yep. So you fire upon them, and you see with that, it actually takes out both drones.
Nice.
Sweet. Endo turn.
And you hear. Yeah, they come crashing down to the ground. They explode. And then at that point, you see it's LMD Cap, who basically looks over at you, Tasha, and says, you know, that cost Arcade a lot of money. And we're all about making sure Arcade's happy. And with that, he's going to do the following to you.
I think Arcade, Daredevil's gonna mutter under his breath, oh sure, he can afford monogram pillows, but 2 drones are a step too far.
And with that, he launches a shield at you, Tasha.
All right. Yep. Okay. Yeah, 19's.
And that'll be regular damage.
All right. Yep.
And then the shield comes back to him.
All right.
And
I'm just picturing the Marvel Capcom games, Shield Slash. Like if you ever played this.
they actually have those sound
Absolutely.
bites you can take.
Absolutely.
Shield Slash.
So
Stars and Stripes.
well, actually, it's funny you said that, because that's actually what he says right after he hits Tasha. Yeah, he definitely says that.
Guess it's appropriate Arcade of all people to take inspiration from
Yes.
fighting games.
Yeah, he goes,
Nice.
Stars and stripes.
There it
Stars and
is.
stripes.
Says, and you hear Arcade say, "Thanks, Cap. Make sure they don't kill the drones." And he goes, he looks over at him and he says the following:
We have orders. We should follow them.
And with that, we go to the drones. Unfortunately, because you attacked the drones, you have now gained their attention, Tasha.
Oh no.
Oh, no. They now move over towards
Hey,
you.
works. Well, you know, it works for me. All right. Well, okay. So, as I read defense stance, that's fine. All right.
All right, so you see these two drones fire at you. Here's the
Okay.
first one. Is that a hit?
Okay. Might be. I am. No, 13 is a miss.
All right, and then the second drone.
Okay. Well, 17 hits though. All right.
Okay.
So.
Give me a moment. I'm just looking up one other thing on these.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the damage they do when they shoot you.
Yep.
Okay. Just wanted to confirm the damage was correct.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Yep. All right.
Now, the other drones actually begin to fly over to get a better angle camera shot. So they move over. And one of them comes in for a tight shot of Laura. And the other one flies over. Basically moves over there. And flies between Daredevil and Jessica to get shots of each of you as it spins around and get shots of you guys. And with that, that's the drones. Now our friend. So he decides to attack the T-Rex, who you indicated to him to attack. So at that point, he attacks him, swings his big ass tail, hits the T-Rex, -1 multiplier defense, and basically does 3 less than that, so he does 14 to the dinosaur. Now gets the T-Rex's attention.
I'm picturing like those old claymation movies with the dinosaurs fighting each other.
Yeah, like the classic King Kong or
Yeah.
what
Like
is
the
it? The Lost World, the original.
Right.
Fortunately, it now falls to the T-Rex.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Now he's angry.
Oh yes, he's very angry. So he is so angry that he basically declares his anger right now. As he goes for this. Since Cap is up on top of him, Cap will not be suffering from this, and neither will Wolverine Laura, who's mounted on the Ankylosaurus, but the Ankylosaurus will take this. So, and everybody in range as he stomps around. So here we go. Here's a melee check against everyone. Does that hit everybody?
Yep, it's gonna hit me at least.
Would it hit me flying?
Not flying. No, you're out of it too. This is basically a ground stomp is what he's doing. So, but you take half damage. So
Oh,
13.
okay, hang on. Half damage. All right.
Yes, so 13.
All right. All right.
That's how he shows his anger. And with that, it goes to Daredevil.
All right, I think I'm gonna
Of course
try to
it is.
swing up, do sort of the same thing where I come up and then down on the side on Cap, but I'm gonna do a leg sweep. I'm gonna actually try to knock him off the dinosaur if I can.
Excellent. See the maneuvers being cameraed.
Ooh, that's probably not quite enough to hit, is it?
No. Anybody want to help with that?
I think I should be able to. I don't think I've used a reaction.
I'm close too. Oh yeah, well it's the new round. So I mean I'm right up here. I mean I can basically just try and
Yeah.
All right. Well, while you guys decide, I'm gonna refresh just real quickly because it doesn't seem to be letting me roll edge.
Okay.
Yeah,
as I see you as I see Daredevil kind of coming off to my right, I'll just try and fake throw a punch at him since I'm going
all right.
on 16 as well.
A 13 hit.
A 13 will hit him.
Ooh,
Awesome.
just
So
nice.
I'm not sure if I posted the power again, but it's full
Post it
damage
again.
and knocked prone,
Okay,
regardless
so
of
you-
fantastic or not.
All right, so you see that you knock him prone, which means that he falls off the T-Rex. But as he falls off the T-Rex and hits the ground, he puts his shield out in defense, so his falling damage will be absorbed by the shield.
Okay, all right, but he's at least off the Rex,
Right. Also, you also have to take a -2 multiplier on the damage you did to him, and let me know what that is.
Right. Again, more interested in the tactics than the damage. I'm okay with that number. So it'd be, I am still in attack stance, so it'd be 4 × 1 + 4, so 8 should get through.
How much?
8.
8. Okay. And with that, he actually falls to the ground. So now he's off the dinosaur. He's like, damn it.
Ooh, right in Jessica's path.
And
That's what I was thinking, was hoping something like that would happen. Like I said, I don't hit as hard, but sort of setting you up for it is sort of
Yeah.
And now
And-
Daredevil.
And even though the shield absorbed his damage, he's still prone, correct?
It's like when you see in the Captain America comics that he lessens his fall by having the shield absorb the damage.
Right, but he still would be considered prone, so I could get the okay.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, so I'll
That'll
follow
kill
him
it.
down to the ground. I'll use the clobber. I'll kind of flavor that as I'm letting gravity take me, and I'm leading with my knee just to try and pound him into the earth. So we'll use clobber. I'll put that in the the chat. And I'll get my edge on that as well. I'll need the edge on that. So with the free edge, 15.
That will hit.
All right. So he's got -2, so it's 4
Correct.
times 3, which is 12 plus 3. Sorry. Yeah. 4 times 3. 12 plus 3, 15 points of damage.
Okay.
And then with my remaining movement, I assume that's, I mean, I got plenty of movement. With my remaining movement, I'm gonna try and get back. I guess it doesn't matter too much, but I want to get back up in the air, so I'm off the ground in case there's another stomp.
Gotcha.
So I'll move back kind of where I was.
You see the drones are following your every move like that.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't
They
mind
wanna
being within
capture-
range.
They want to capture every moment.
Yeah.
Kind of angle shots and stuff of you flying.
I flip a bird right to the camera.
Luckily, we don't have captions for mature audiences here. That's what he says over the loudspeaker. And with that, we're going to go to Wolverine. Wolverine?
Oh, right. Sorry, I was planning out my move. I was thinking of swiping with my claws at this drone over here. Would I be able to do that? And
No, the drone is actually 4
far?
spaces up.
Okay, cool. All right. So then I guess I would still be trying to, encourage the dinosaur to attack, but this time I would be encouraging
Yeah.
it to attack Cap.
Oh, so you
Ooh.
want to change it. Okay, when you do that and you want to indicate Cap,
Mhm.
you notice that you're going to have trouble on that one.
Oh,
You
interesting.
know why? Cap
Uh,
was proud of the people that saved him.
oh.
Wait. You're gonna have trouble on your attack, you say?
No, he's going to have
Yeah.
trouble to convince the Ankylosaurus to attack Cap.
I see. Hmm.
Yeah, just
I wonder
keep going
if
after the T-Rex.
Oh, yeah, I'll keep
Oh, if
doing.
you're gonna have trouble, if you're gonna
I think I'll just go for the T-Rex. I think that'll probably be the easiest because
everybody
else can kind of focus on Cap.
Well, he's taking out the trouble, if you notice on the
No,
screen.
for sure. But I would imagine maybe Jessica like shouted out right now to me, like, focus on the dinosaur or something like that. Telling me that they've got Cap. Is that more or less what you guys are communicating with me, or no?
I think so, because I don't think change of plans would. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Was the
should
trouble
be
on
fine.
your attempt to convince him, or was it the
Correct.
trouble on the attack?
Correct.
All right,
Yeah,
so
'cause
that
it-
convince him.
Yeah,
then
'cause it's-
that wouldn't change the plans. I don't think.
Right.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I would.
'cause-
No, it's still an
Yeah, it
action
would.
check.
Yeah,
on
it still
an
would.
action check.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's an
the
action
character
check.
thinks of a better way. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
No,
basically
it's
the
okay.
result.
It's okay. I think we're probably still.
All right.
Or what do you guys think? Do you think that once we defeat Cap, that the Dino will still be fighting? Or I guess that's kind of the question. I think it will, potentially. So I think it probably is still a good idea to keep doing some damage to the dinosaur, to the T-Rex. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going for the T-Rex. So should I do an ego?
All right.
Just a regular ego?
If you're maintaining the attack on the T-Rex, you don't need to convince it anymore. It's still doing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Can't-
once
I
you
can't
made
do
it
anything-
change its mind, it's going to stick to that until you tell them otherwise.
Okay. Do I have to keep writing it to do that, or
No, you don't have to. At
Okay,
this point,
then
it's an ally.
all right. In this case, then I will. I will jump down and claws out, go for Cap. Basically, just vicious attack. Okay. All right.
Is he still prone?
I
Yes,
think
he is.
he
Until
was.
it's his turn. Yeah, until it's his turn, he
Oops,
can't get
sorry. Darn it, I clicked the wrong button.
up.
Darn it.
Yes. Okay. You have edge on that, right?
Yeah. Oh, boo.
Ooh.
All right.
Still a good hit though.
Still good, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, -2 multiplier on that, of course.
Mhm.
Puts a shield up on it. You notice you actually cut into the shield, though. The shield is not a Captain America model.
It's Acme brand.
How much damage is that?
-2.
Yes.
What's that? 3 times 2, 6. What's that? 12? 12 damage?
Okay.
Well.
All right. You notice as you're cutting into him, it doesn't bleed. He's not bleeding. You think maybe that was cosmetic blood that we used earlier?
Right. For our benefit, special effects.
Right. Then at that point, it goes to Tasha again.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna do another 5 square move. Weapons blazing on those 2 drones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, yeah, and here.
Just to let you know, if you're using a rifle on something within 5 squares, it will be trouble.
What was that?
If you're within 5 squares of an object with a rifle, you have trouble with the attack. And they're 4 squares up in the air, all the cameras right now. So they're still within 5 squares of you. So if you want to angle yourself to move in somewhere else.
Well, you know what?
You can still do what you're wanting, but you just need to be more than 5 areas away. 5 squares.
A whole. Well. Okay, because I was here. Oh, you know what? I see what you're getting at, because let's see. So all right, so I was around here. Right. Okay, so we can go. Oh, come on. So we can go. Oh, come on. 1, 2. What? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. All right. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now I just got to move it the 1 square up, and then I should be on. Weapons blazing on those 2 drones right here. I have karma, and I'm not afraid to use it. We need to get them off the damn board.
You hit.
Sweet!
Let's calculate that
All
damage.
right.
See if you make it. What's
Okay,
the,
so 5 times 4, then 5 times 4 is 24, 12.
Okay. You got it. I'm assuming you're talking about this one here. Hold on. Let me see. This one here? Is that one?
That's 1.
Okay. And the other's the one by Jessica? Is that correct or no?
That one right here that's up at the north of me. Yeah, that one. That one.
Yeah, but that one's within 5 squares of you. So you would have to be more than 5 on it. But this one is more than 5 squares. Otherwise, you'll have to roll trouble on that attack against this one. Well, it will have trouble on that. Yeah, it'll have to be this one.
Well, I already rolled the trouble and still hit.
Okay,
Yep.
Then you're good. You got them both.
All right. Endo turn. Sweet.
All right. Down to 2 drones. Now it goes to Cap. So Cap looks over at Laura and he's going to do the following. He's going to shield bash you.
Did he stand up, by the way?
Yes, he did.
Okay, cool.
Now remember, it's not that number.
Right.
We're adding +1 to that, by the way. So that's going to be 13. Does that hit Wolverine?
It's
13.
melee?
Melee defense.
No. Yeah, no, it's a miss.
All right, so he's going to take that karma that he gained from you guys, and he's going to do an edge on that. So here we go. Open for the edge. So that's going to be 14 now.
14 still misses.
Still misses. Okay. He's like, almost. But now he climbs back on top of the dinosaur. Like, you won't do it a second time. And then it comes to the camo drones. All right, so Arcade says, that is very naughty of you. We're going to have to take care of you. And my friends will do it. And you see they fly over, one on either side of you.
I think there's no flanking bonuses.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And at that point, the drones will fire at you. Here's the first one.
Oh my goodness.
13 a hit.
That misses.
Oh, that's good. Phew.
13 misses. Good.
But
right,
ignore me putting "do this all day" in the chat. I clicked.
No,
it.
I got you. No problem. And here's the second shot from the other drone.
Oof.
That one.
Now 18. I gotta drop karma, give that trouble, because I cannot go down right now.
Okay.
Can you choose which die to make
It
to
would have
apply
to be
that
the
to?
marble because it's the best one.
I'm gonna choose the marble.
Trouble is
marble
the
die to
best
give it
one.
trouble. Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna do trouble on it now.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
Still the same.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm gonna have.
Right.
So you're still hit for 14.
Okay, well, you know what? Okay, well, then.
Do not forget, you guys have a team maneuver that you have.
Yes.
That will.
At the beginning of the round, you guys can do those recovery checks.
Mm.
I think that's the one you chose, right? For rally? For the team maneuver?
Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
Okay. All right, so at that point, it's going to go to the Ankylosaurus now. And it's going to attack our friend, the T-Rex. And it will hit him. for that much damage. Well, -1 multiplier. So 3 less. So 14. Pick 14. Right. And with that, we go to the T-Rex. Okay. So at this point, the T-Rex, very angry from having been hit by people. So let's see what it does. It's going to attempt to bite on somebody. Namely, that will be Jessica.
Mhm.
All right, so sheet. All right, so here's a bite on you.
That is a miss.
On Jessica?
No, it's on me.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
sorry,
okay.
on Jessica. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
No,
this
no,
is-
no. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
this
sorry.
is a melee,
I thought you.
defense attack.
Sorry, I thought you said Laura for some reason.
No. This is Jessica.
That's a hit, and it's a low Marvel die, so I'm not gonna
Yeah.
bother using a karma. I can take that. So actually, it'll be less, right? Because my
Yes, your defense will come into
my
play
DR, so 2
by
times
2,
3.
so you're taking 14
Uh,
because you're only
right.
-1, right?
Yep, I'm 2 on the focus side, right? Okay.
Then 14. Now, let me tell you what happens though. When it does get a bite on you,
Mhm.
you need to make me a melee target number check.
Okay.
It's a special thing they gave to him.
14.
All right, you're good. You notice that if you hadn't weaved out of the way of that, you would have been in his jaws.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Not good. You need a 12 for the target number on that.
Oh, nice. Okay, good.
All right. At that point, we'll go to Daredevil.
Although top of the turn order is when team maneuver takes place.
Yes.
That's correct.
Okay.
Okay, so
All
team
right.
maneuver is now active. 10 focus for your 3/4s there.
Yep.
All right, so
Knock that off.
And I'm going to roll my recovery check for health.
Right. Let's go ahead and make all our recovery checks. See about getting back either focus or health. Let me know which one it is when you make your check, please.
I'm gonna do resilience, so that'll be health.
Correct.
Oh,
You make it. And it'll be yeah, that'll be pretty much a 6. Oh wait. Should have been a non-combat roll, but that's fine. We'll take that.
Yeah, it's the same for me. Okay, so it's 6.
You make a 10. You make a 10. Just need a 10.
So that'd be
Times
3
the
times
rank.
2 plus
And it's
2
times your rank.
would be 8 for me.
Times your rank and add your bonus on it too. So
4 times 3. 4 times. Yes.
What is it to try to recover
you need
focus?
a 10 on the focus is vigilance.
Vigilance.
You got it. You need a 10.
And what do we heal up? I forget
So
how much.
four times your rank
Okay.
plus your bonus.
All right.
I put it in the chat if anyone wants to give it a read.
Then Daredevil can continue to attack this round.
Yes. All right. So What I'm gonna do, and I have to give credit for this idea to one of my players who did something similar when I was running these. I'm gonna try to do a leg sweep on the T-Rex. And I'm gonna flavor this as sort of like using the billy clubs to like Empire Strikes Back its feet together.
I will have to say that I will have to say no to that for one reason.
What is that?
You're talking about a multi-ton creature. I would have to say you would have to have mighty in order.
Oh,
to
fair
do it.
enough. Okay. In that case, I might try to actually get up and try to change Strike's cap again.
Okay.
Or I don't think I've changed Strike's to him before. I think I was doing leg sweeps on him, but you get
I think
the
you
idea.
did it one time, but that was it.
Yeah.
And that does hit cap.
All right, got the edge
and
for
of course the -2.
Yeah, all right. So that'd be and I am still in attack stance, so it'd be 5 plus 2 would be 7. And again, I'm just sort of hit and running him, going up the T-Rex and then off it. Although at some point we're gonna have to start doing damage to the T-Rex itself, I think. I feel like we haven't hit him too hard yet, but that'll be my turn.
And it goes to Jessica now.
All right. So with Cap back up, I'm going to try the banging heads again. So let's give that a roll.
Okay. With that, you'll have to fly up to him, of course, but that's fine. And you'll hit both of them with that hit.
Oh, yeah. I was already flying. Remember, I said I flew back up
Oh, right.
at the end of last. Oh.
Okay. You're good.
Okay. This
right,
is a
let's see what this
6,
is gonna
5,
do.
6. Is it
Ooh.
worth the karma point for that?
Yes.
Sweet 16%. I'm going to do
Got a
it.
1 in a 3 chance of doing something better than a 5.
Right.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Right. Yeah. All right. I'm going to do it. I'm going for that marble, though.
All
Karma
right,
down
let's
to
see.
2.
Come on.
All right. Edge.
Oh,
that was a good try.
Close.
It was.
try.
Oh my God,
Close.
so close.
Yeah.
Yes,
All right.
it
Cool.
was.
That's still a solid hit and not bad damage. So I'll take it. So that'll be on Cap. That'll be 5 times 3. So that'll be 18 points of damage on Cap. And then 5 times 4, 23 points of damage on the dinosaur.
18, you say on Cap, and how much on the dinosaur?
18 and 23.
All right.
You must like
And
getting your
with
heads rung together. I
that-
bet you can do this all day, Cap, huh?
Unfortunately, that's something this one doesn't have. And with that, you see he goes down.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
And not only that, the minute he goes down, then the following happens. You see all of a sudden the speakers get broken from when you hit them. But then you hear something from the arena around you.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
And with that, it's the end of LMD Cap. But
Caps for the win.
the
Taps for caps.
T-Rex.
That's
and
for
the
caps.
T-Rex took how much? much was-
T-Rex took
Yeah.
23.
Okay. Starting to look hurt now. Some look hurt. He looks like he's a tough sucker. With that, we'll go to Wolverine.
All right. Now, this is where I would like to use combat trickery since it's a new battle. But I don't know what its rank is. So would I be able to do combat trickery on it?
Combat trickery is equal or higher, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, you
And
may.
I'm a rank 3. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna run in, and yeah, I'm just going in with claws out, using focused fury so that I could use some focus there. So I'm gonna spend 10 focus for that. Then the 5 focus for the combat trickery. And let's hope for a big hit. Okay. Is 16 enough? Oh, actually, no, that's sorry, it's a Marvel die if it's combat trickery, right?
If it's combat trickery, it's
Right.
a Marvel, right? And that's enough to hit it.
Okay.
And
So
it's got
then
a
that's
-1 DR.
all right. So it's 6 times 3 instead of 5 times 3. So that's 18. That's 24.
24. Doubled.
And actually, I do have an edge. So what the hell? Because of the
Well, it's already a
focus.
Marvel die, so the damage.
Oh yeah,
is-
yeah, duh. That's right. That's right. I literally just said that a second ago. So 20. I always get too excited when I hit.
No,
24
it's good.
and
And it's doubled,
then
right? Because it's Marvel.
yeah, so 48 and then I'll use exploit.
Ooh. Yeah, it's not liking that. You're starting to seriously see it bleed now quite a bit. And that's a hit again.
All right, and this
Nice.
time I do have, and it's again, yeah, and it's I think I do have
it's against another score though, doing exploit, right?
resilience.
Resilience, it will hit. Oh wait,
Mm.
no, you miss.
Oh,
Ooh.
let's see. Trying to see if I have I'm trying to see if I have edge on this one. I don't think I have edge on this one.
You have thermal
The
point
character
left?
makes a melee attack. Yeah, I definitely, yeah. So I'll do that. I'll use a karma point. Definitely worth it. All right, and I'll use it, I guess, on my lowest number there. 17.
And that is enough.
Okay,
That's it. Hit
nice.
by 1 over actually. So
And that one ignores DR.
that is
Nice.
correct. The R1 is
Oh no,
not
sorry,
applied.
that's only on a fantastic success. Wait,
Oh, that's
No,
right.
is it?
Fantastic. You're right. It is only on fantastic success.
I'll post it. It's a lot of words.
Yeah. It
So I'm
is.
parsing it.
You're right. But you did
Let's
hit.
see.
No,
But
the
No,
it
no.
says the damage
It's-
it does
Oh, wait.
with health damage is before fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that
That's
was
interesting.
says,
I have it over here
Fantastic
on my
success, the
document.
Yeah,
It's
you
so
hit.
weird.
Okay, so it does ignore
Cool.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. No, you would
Oh,
do
there
double
it is. It
damage
does
on a
ignore something.
fantastic. Right.
Right. Cool.
Okay, so your
Nice.
damage is actually 22.
Nice.
You get the full benefits of that.
Sweet.
Oh yeah, he's looking pretty bad now.
nice.
Not looking good. It's gonna go to Tasha.
Okay, so everybody else is still fighting that T-Rex. Get back up. I got to get these last couple of drones off my back with weapons blazing. So here we go.
Right. Hey, before you go, just recall that they are within 5 spaces of you right now. They
Weapons
purposely came
blazing.
in within 5 spaces.
Well, okay. I know that gives trouble for double tap, but not weapons blazing.
It's for
It's for the
just
weapon.
in rifle. Yeah, the weapon itself.
Oh, right.
But you don't have to use your
All
rifle.
right.
You could just shoot it with a pistol or something.
That would be fine.
Or sniper rifle.
Sniper rifle is still considered a rifle.
Yeah.
So it would be trouble.
All
with
right,
any kind of rifle.
Oh yeah. You know what? Yeah. Yeah. Switching. Switching to pistol. Better way to go for these shots. So yeah, we'll do that, and that damage will just absolutely suck. Okay, so 3 times 4 is 12 plus 4 is 16. Yeah, they're gonna take 8 each.
See, fire at them.
Yeah.
And they're gonna take 8 each, which still puts them up.
All right. Well.
Okay.
Yeah, and that will end turn.
All right. Tell them to cap out of the picture. Goes to the drones. The drones will now fire their shots at you.
All right.
Here it goes. Here's the first one. Is that a miss?
Miss.
Nice.
Second shot.
13 misses. Okay. That's gonna, you know what? That's gonna hit. I'll take it. That's so yeah.
You're still up with 8, right? I think you're still good because you have your
Fine.
recovery check, right?
So, after taking that, it's gonna be up.
Okay. At that point, go to
Okay.
let me go to the Ankylosaurus. Going to attack T-Rex. Hits the T-Rex. -1 on that. So 4 less. That's going to be 17. Not looking too good. But it is the T-Rex's turn. T-Rex doesn't like the fact that you made it suffer a lot with your shots and exploit. So it's going to attack you, Laura.
That's
Wolverine.
fair.
Going to make a melee attack, and it's going to do. Let me see. First things first. All right, so it's going to make a grab attempt on you. That's what it's going to try to do. So it's going to make an attack. Melee attack for a grab.
With its little arms or with its teeth?
With his teeth.
All right. Well, yeah, that would hit. So I'm going to use a karma point to, well, should I use it on whatever you plan to do after? It's a melee, right?
Yes.
I'll use a karma point to give you trouble.
Okay. That would be
And
on
hope for the
6. And here's the trouble.
Yes, that misses.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Whew.
What is
16 is
pea-sized
yeah.
brain? It had a very nefarious plan for you.
Yeah, I bet.
And it's actually doesn't like the fact you did that. So at this point, yeah, now it's really angry, and we're gonna go to Daredevil.
All right. I think I'm gonna chain strikes on the Rex. I think that's the thing that makes the most sense here. Still an attack stance. Melee with an edge. Oh, there we go. All right, that'll hopefully hit.
Okay, that will definitely hit. And it's got a -1 DR, of course.
Yep, and I am still in attack stance.
Yes. How much damage is that?
So it'd be 5 times 2 is 10, plus, should be 14.
14. Okay. It's not looking too good.
All right,
Starting
and I
to
think
teeter and totter a little.
yeah, that'll be it for me.
Okay, and then we'll go to Jessica.
All right. We will do a clobber on the T-Rex. $15.
15 will hit.
I've got 2 karma left. Do I want to re-roll? Nah, we get. Let's keep it. So that'll be 2 times 4, 11 points of damage after the damage reduction.
Okay. Now it comes to Wolverine.
Okay, so a couple of things. First, this is what I forgot. So when I did exploit, it has the effect of bleeding. So that's the first thing I forgot to mention. And the second thing I forgot to mention is that in my focused fury, I spent 10 focus for that, so that should have been 5 extra points of damage.
All right, it's still up.
Okay, cool. All right, and so now, yeah, let's just keep trying to get that edge on the attack. So I'm gonna do another focus fury, spending another 10 focus on that one. So I'm at 30. And let's go. Put some claws into that dino.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Now I could use my last karma point. I'm very, very eager to spend this karma point to improve that too. What do you guys think? Worth it? Or not yet?
Maybe not quite yet. I know it's so anything but another 2 would be an improvement, right?
Yeah, that's true. Let's see, and then it would be plus another 5, so it would be 19 damage. Oh, but it has a damage reducer, so 17.
Okay.
17 points.
17, right?
And it has bleeding that happens on its turn.
All right. So what happens with that is you see immediately it teeters and totters.
There it is.
But the teetering and tottering, it still seems to be alive, just like goes past you guys and starts heading in this direction. And at that point, I'm going to now read Buck's text. The T-Rex huge body teeters for a few moments before it collapses right on top of Arcade's command tower. The massive impact not only short circuits the tower's many defenses, it smashes open the dome, leaving Arcade completely exposed. The nefarious game master is clearly shocked and confused as he looks at all of you for the first time without any screens, holograms, or force fields between you. Congrats, everyone. Looks like you win. What do you want to do?
I think Daredevil might step aside and offer Nat a first swing at him.
Oh, absolutely. So I'm going to post what would have been my turn if Laura hadn't taken down the T-Rex. This would have been my turn where I saw Arcade. But things going differently, then yeah, come on over. She'll actually shoot overhead, and then just like do the slow walk, training the weapon
Hey.
right on him.
Look, wait. Hey, I can offer you money, or if you want, I can connect you with some other more nefarious people that maybe you might want to add to your connections. Or how about I kill your hated enemies, all of you. I kill your enemies. How's that? Huh?
Arcade, you didn't forget already that little stunt that you, Hydra, Snapdragon, all of my worst enemies already did on me. Well,
Sorry?
you owe me for that. But
yeah, how much? Give me a bank account. I'll put it in your bank account.
So I can reach him
Let's
in a
just-
double move. Are we?
Yeah.
do
Let's
we
just
still handle this
we're out
through
of combat. This
initiative,
is
There's
or-
not-
now
Yeah.
we're out of combat. Basically, you
okay.
guys are facing him, and
Right.
you can tell me what you want to get out of him or what you want to do to him.
I think
Yeah,
I'd like to use interrogation on him.
right.
Because I think our primary goal is to still get out of here safely. Right.
Right.
So to do that, we need to know, how did he get here? Does he have any vehicles? Are the vehicles trapped? How do we get safely off of, out of this area back to civilization? So let me go to my traits.
So you start talking to him about that, and he's like, yeah, let's talk.
All right. So
And then as you're about to interrogate him,
Uh-huh.
you hear
Mhm.
in the background, you see there's this one door that has a grill on the bottom of the door.
uh-huh.
And from it, you hear, as you're talking to Arcade to try to interrogate him, you hear a small voice of a child that says, "Mommy,"
Oh, jeez.
Jeez.
and you hear your daughter. Go ahead and make me your interrogation roll.
Oh, she's gonna snap his neck. But I said I was gonna make the entire. All right, so an edge on a logic check, non-combat. All right, and I'll re-roll that 2. 17.
Right. So you started asking him what is specifically, or did you want to ask him? So we can
Well, I
focus
did
on
say
that.
I was gonna ask, what's no tricks. What's the safest way out of here?
He goes, well, you can go back on the ship that I brought you in on. Of course, minus the shield tech. That already got sold. Made a good profit on it, by the way. And then all of a sudden you hear from that same room, you hear, "Hello, is someone out there to help us?" And Daredevil recognizes that the voice of one of the priests that he goes to for confession.
All right, now describe to me where we are,
You're in his
now.
control room.
We're in the control room.
Right.
Yeah.
And his people are there, and they're like,
Okay.
they got their hands up. They're not doing anything to try to provoke you.
Okay.
But in the back is several doors, 2 or 3 doors. But one of them seems to have a grill on the door, and you hear that's where the voices of your
Okay.
daughter and evidently
All right.
Matt's priest is at.
I'm gonna ask Laura. Laura, do you think you could slice that door open? And I'm gonna grab Arcade by his bow tie.
Mhm.
And then
And
Laura says, I thought you'd never ask.
and I'm gonna slowly float backward so I'm over the ground. I'm not gonna drop him, but I'm going to slowly float backwards and then get some good distance to like, 30 feet up in the air or whatever. And I say, if anything happens to them, you're going to have a very long fall.
Oh, I assure you, they won't.
I don't want your assurance. I don't care about your assurances. This is me threatening you. Okay. I'm going to kill you if you hurt my child. You don't have to respond. I don't need your response. I've had enough of your talking. Just shut up. I'm going to go all Magneto on Charles.
When you do that, when you do that to him, you hear him say under his breath, "I'll give you a 10 on intimidation."
I rip his bow tie off and I shove it in his mouth.
You did hear.
Laura, you're at the door. Are you going to cut it open?
Yeah.
All right. So you cut it open, and when the door opens, you see basically what seems to be certain people in there that are tied up, and they're not gagged or anything. They're just tied up. And one of them is Gabby. Hi. It's about time you came.
Oh, no.
Where you been?
Gabby's the
I've been
cutest.
waiting. Come on. Don't just stand there. Cut me free.
And I'm like conflicted because I'm like, he's messing with our heads.
And then at that point, he's like, he smiles with the bow tie and spits it out, and he's like, hey, safe and sound, you see?
On the plus side, I am interested in learning all the things that Danielle learned from Gabby. Like, there could be worse people that Danielle could be paired up with.
Oh my god! That is a. I'm telling you, that is a play date for the ages.
Yeah.
Well, Noel, you did ask to have a Gabby involved.
I did ask. I did ask for a honey badger.
Honey badger is the best.
She is.
So at that point, anything else you'd like to ask Arcade?
I'd say it's just let's get to the boat.
Yep, pretty much. You know, the get the captives to safety, and ourselves. Yeah.
He says, hey, aren't you curious as to who hired me? I mean, after all, they paid a lot of money to have you killed. Aren't you even a little bit curious?
Oh, we were going to get to that after I took this opportunity to destroy your entire Murderworld operation. It's the least I could do for payback.
He goes, good thing I'm insured. And he says, still not curious?
We're listening.
It's a doozy.
For whatever it's worth.
Fine. So he goes, all right. So who paid me so much money to kill you was the Fallen. And this was all of you, by the way. For a moment, Arcade seems to get his confidence back as a big smile crosses his face. Now, that is a good question, pal. In the past, I've been hired by wealthy jerks with a vendetta, huge corporations, and even corrupt governments. But this job, well, this one's all new territory. It's a... Suddenly, gold-flecked sparkles materialize around Arcade's head, and his expression goes completely blank before he collapses to the floor in a heap. He's unconscious and drooling. Everyone give me a logic check. What else?
17.
Okay.
Come on.
One less person, right? Is that Tasha?
Yeah, come on. Yeah, I am about to roll. Hang on just a second. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Okay. Widow, you have seen this before. You
Mhm.
just witnessed a mystical attack on Arcade.
Okay, so knowing that, so Tasha glances over at Daredevil. No, that wasn't me. You saw it. Well, okay, you didn't see it,
I
but
think
you know that wasn't me. That was magic.
yeah, I think Daredevil's gonna sigh and say, you know, all I got into this to do was beat up some people and take care of Hell's Kitchen. But now I'm in Antarctica with dinosaurs and this magic portal thing. Something weird happened somewhere along the way, and I'm not quite sure what, and I'm not quite sure when.
At that point, a moment later, a shimmering piece of parchment appears out of thin air, and written in sweeping calligraphy is written the following. Well done, contestants. You have vanquished Arcade's grave world of murder and thus have proven your worth among the common folk. A grand contest of champions is set to begin, and you are forthwith invited to spectate and encourage competitors who shall fight for all on the battlefield of fabled Olympus. At the same time, a swirling portal of golden magic forms in the air in front of you. What do you want to do?
I think Daredevil, man without fear, is gonna go forward.
Leaving behind Father Flanagan?
That's good. He's not gonna leave him behind.
You can take him with you.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Yeah.
So you're all taking your loved ones with you through this portal?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think so. I mean,
Olympus-
again, leaving them behind in dinosaur-infested Antarctica can't be.
Yeah.
Can't be
Right?
better.
No. Absolutely not. And besides that, yeah, it's like Olympus, huh? It's been a long time since I've seen Hercules. That'll be pretty good.
Yep. So you see that golden portal before you and you take your loved ones and go through? Is that correct?
Yeah, when I go through, I'll grab Danielle close to me, and I'll just say, "We just got one more stop before we gotta get home, honey." And over my shoulder, she's gonna be looking down
She goes,
and seeing
"Whoopee, an adventure."
she's gonna be looking down and seeing the Captain America, false Captain America, with a broken shield, wearing the stars and stripes. It's gonna give her a little possible inspiration for her future. And I put a link.
Yep.
A link in the chat as to what she might be imagining.
That's
Oh,
funny.
yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Love it. Love the reference. Awesome.
And with that,
Yeah,
I walk
perfect.
through.
Yes.
And with that, you walk through. Tasha follows, then Daredevil, and then, of course, the rest of you go through. And when that happens, at that point, the adventure is now over.
Woohoo!
Congratulations
right.
on completing
All right.
the Murder World, the time forgot.
That was great. Thank you.
Nice. Yeah, good job, man.